Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of A Game Designer Plays here in the labs where we stream the niche games you might have loved if you'd ever played them. I'm your host, CareLevelZero, and tonight we are continuing our playthrough of Metaphor Rifantasio after the 20-hour marathon we did this weekend, which covered an amazing amount of plot, and yet somehow there is still a shit ton of game left. A 24-hour and a 20-hour marathon in the same game, and we still have so much ground to cover. But it was fun. Honestly, I would have kept going when I stopped, except I was kind of starting to lose my voice, which meant if I went for another 4 hours, I was really going to have no voice. And I don't think we need to go through all of our story stuff like... yeah, seems unnecessary. Oh, you don't agree, Last Solid Marie, because the only raids you do are Alliance raids and avoid PF like the plague. I mean, I don't do PF either. I still believe the only good time to do it is the first week, because that's when nobody knows what the raids are about, normal or Alliance alike, and that's why they're fun to me. Beyond that, if you haven't already done them, you're just holding everyone else up. And that's kind of annoying. Xenoblade kind of did you dirty there. Oh my god. Oh, Xenoblade. Wow. Yeah, Xenoblade 2, I absolutely dropped because it was consistently and constantly wasting my time to an unforgivable degree. I'll do it one day, I'll play Chrono Trigger. You son of a bitch. Honestly, it's there's a couple different ways you can get access to it at this point. It's got PS1 version, DS version, obviously there's the old SNES version, and it's really good. It still holds up, actually surprisingly well. It has a ton of punch. It has some really good systems. It does some things that it was years before I saw other RPGs kind of pick up on what it did. And yeah, I mean, if you like RPGs, I file it on the grounds of totally worth the play. It's amazing how much of it is still good and how much of it informed later games. And it is amazing how it does not feel as short a game as I said it is. About 24 hours. And it somehow feels so full. Realized I forgot my damn lab coat. HP Sponges and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 were insane. It wasn't just that, it was every side mission, all of the navigating, everything was just designed to be slow and laborious and unenjoyable. I mean, slow and methodical is great for certain things, but that was not the way. Let's put it that way. So the schedule this week, it's pretty much just Metaphor, because despite the amazing amount of progress we made, I still don't entirely trust finishing the game at a reasonable clip with any time to spare. And there are only 12 shows left in this month, 3 of which are Virtual Couch, so we have 9 Metaphor shows left. So I need to finish the game somewhere inside that time, otherwise I'm going to wind up with another goddamn marathon, and I prefer not to, if I can help it. But that said, let's flip things over and get to the game, because I might have done stuff. I might have done stuff. Just a bit. I wanted to make sure we could progress at a good pace, and then I might have gone a tiny bit overboard.
It's a subscriber.
Just little overboard. Raise some monsters. I'm not going to say I raised some monsters as much as for the first time playing the game, I actually decided to sit down and do some serious build crafting, which for whatever reason I just haven't bothered doing up to this point, because we always had new options popping up. So I figured, all right, I'll wait until the options start to settle and then start making some real decisions. It just took a very long time for options to start settling. Sammy, thank you for 66 months and welcome back. Dragon Apple,
I
see you
trust
on the
this
YouTube side. Hello.
Lucifer.
So let's get in. We left off about to do a side quest. I took care of that one, and then I took care of the other side quest dungeon. And then I watched movies while running up and down the tower as a gunner.
What now?
Not to level. My goal was actually just to get lots of Leaf of Light. So everyone was sitting on mastered classes, and I generated so much that I hit the cap, which meant I had to start using it. And then I would hit the cap and use it, hit the cap and use it, and the end result is a lot of people have wound up mastering a lot of archetypes compared to last time. This game makes you want to buy a gaming PC? Yeah, I gather it can be a bit of a rough one to run on PC. We're running on PS5, regular PS5. PS5 Pro crashed twice while saving, so we don't trust it anymore. How much Reeve? I have money, yes. I wasn't even on merchant for most of the time. I just have a lot of money now. At about 1.7 million, 300,000 mag. And party levels have definitely improved. Just a bit. Tiny bit. Also, we have unspent points. The thing is, we could dump it into luck. We're at 74 natural at this point, needlessly and pointlessly, and the more I've dug into build crafting, the more I think it really has been absolutely worthless. It's been great for items, but outside of that, this was a really bad idea. The thing is, between stat boosts from the actual archetypes and the gear we're wearing having 15 luck on it, even this not particularly lucky class is almost at cap. And I've tested, you cannot go above 99. So if we start sinking any more points into luck, we are going to hit a point where those points are just literally wasted. We can already hit 99 without putting anything in. And this isn't even a class that has decent luck. If we were to, for instance, go back to the merchant, boom, immediate 99, done. And that is technically 7 wasted points. Most things are in the 90s now, the high 90s for luck. So I figure if we put a couple of points in, probably be enough. Good God, yeah. So merchant here adds 17 and hits 99. The Tycoon we don't have is only pegged at 11, and it's still 99. There's a lot of wasted points for anything that actually has decent luck. Artificial Regicide difficulty, yes, by virtue of playing this terrible build. Oh my god. It has been a challenge. Fortunately, in the process of mastering a bunch of stuff, Waffles learned himself a few more skill points. And bumps and boosts, and actually has quite a lot of HP now, which helps. But yeah, I think we gotta spend some points somewhere else now. Ultimately, I actually think he's going to wind up in the Gunner tree. Because unless the heroic embodiments throw a total curveball at me, I am leaning towards a final party composition of Waffles, Hulkenberg, Juna, and Basilio. Specifically running, respectively, Gunner, Knight, Persona Master, and Brawler. Not Berserker. Berserker is such an obvious gimme because of Wanton Destruction that I specifically looked to build around something else. See some other titles in the archetype trees? Oh god, yes. Oh yeah, we have Soul Hacker for your other Mega 10 stuff. We have Persona Master. We don't have access to it yet, but where is it? I don't think I can see it well enough to actually... Yeah, I don't think it'll actually be listed. But somewhere in here we have Devil Summoner will be coming up. What does Persona Master do as a class? It's a weird one. So in terms of its own... I'll switch over to Juna since she's got it all finished. So mostly it can enforce one-time weaknesses and ignores resistance. This has its uses. Heavy fire damage that removes all target buffs is pretty solid, very expensive. These aren't actually from the class. The class can wear a mask as an accessory slot, and the mask based on the class it's from will give you 3 skills from that class. Right now she's wearing the wizard mask. She also still has the inheritance slots as well, so technically, in addition to inheritance and mask slots, she can basically get 7 additional skills that aren't this class's skills. And then on the synthesis side, my entire setup is just to really make use of one thing, which is that. Which is physical charge for the whole party. Which then pairs very nicely with Hulkenberg and Basilio on the damage end. And I would say it pairs with Waffles being a gunner, except we never gave him any strength, so he doesn't actually hurt anything, really, ever. Though once is not an accurate localization. It's one attack. One attack. It's just like classic charge. You charge, you do it, it goes away. It's a huge boost. Support bot MC. Pretty much, I considered giving him the Persona Master role and Stroll the gunner, which would then allow the same combination of stuff, but Stroll is much more physically capable and would make a better gunner. But Juna has a lot of magic, and therefore if I actually keep her on stuff like the Wizard, she can at least provide some actual fire support. I, on the other hand, Waffles will be the buff bot. That will be his life. Yes, we made a Lucky Pacifist, the opposite of our Nocturne run, where it was just the incredible almighty physical build. And it just broke everyone. Amazingly. Killed Mara in a single hit. Not only a single hit, it was a perfect lethal. Dude had 2,300 hit points, and we hit him for exactly that. Base stats are different by each character, Jeebus. So technically, if I was going purely on the raw physical side, I would use Stroll instead of Hulkenberg. However, I like Hulkenberg a lot, and she does beat Stroll on endurance, so if anything is going to go south, she's got the ability to eat hits in a way that he does not. But if I wanted raw strength, Basilio is the highest, also has very good endurance. Stroll is the second highest strength, Hulkenberg after that. She's not too far below Stroll, though. Nocturne MC broke everything in his way. Waffles is only broken Care. That's not untrue. Waffles has absolutely... Yeah, he's been the most interesting, challenging build I've ever run because he has virtually no build and he's terrible. But we tried. Also, I'm going to plug the YouTube side because we are dual streaming over there. We do have memberships now, and we have 9 emotes on that side now. I added all the Yuma ones and the lull. So there are still some stuff to finish for the build crafting that is not done yet. For instance, I do not have access to the final tier of Brawler, which I need. There are also some skills to steal from a few places that I don't have, and I certainly do not have access to the last tier of Gunner yet because that's Neurus related. Plus, the final mask I want for Juno will come from the End of Magician, which is Gallica driven, so I can't actually finish my build yet. Not quite. But it does tell me who I'm going to prioritize hanging out with. And oh, the horrors we will inflict on things. So where the hell are we going to spend those points? I mean, we got 12. Should we put them in strength so we can actually contribute? Should we assume he's only ever going to be a buff bot and perhaps instead sink them into endurance or agility? I mean, he's got a lot to spend and there's kind of no point in putting them into luck anymore. We're hitting 99 caps, so... Or we could just sit on them for now until we decide later. I mean, nothing's forcing us to spend them. There's a new challenge. Waffles just doesn't get skill points anymore. We'll let D4 to decide. How many? We have 12 points. 12 unspent points hiding behind my head. Weird question. How do you feel when the game sort of spoils itself like it's doing here? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Because we absolutely know that, like, we're not done. It feels like we're approaching an end, but clearly we're not because we just got Basilio. We have no time to max out his social link. Clearly we're not done. Gallica's not finished and she's locked by the plot. So, yeah, mechanically there's a bunch of stuff indicating that we are not actually in the clear yet. Incidentally, this tower on Gunner, when you're high enough level to just shoot and kill everything in here without having to engage it, is an absolutely amazing source of Leaf of Light. Run up to the top, go into Academia, pop out, run back down, enter here, go back in, run up to the top. You get a ton of Leaf of Light doing it, as long as everyone's mastered.
Hey!
Alright, let's pop back to town. We have things to do. I'm asking for recommendations? Fuck no. I don't care
Okay,
what anyone
then.
else thinks. When do I ever?
Got it!
Promote your villagers or something, right? About the stats? No, not asking for recommendations there either. We're not going to spend them. We're just going to let points accrue now. Because we don't need them. Did find it funny in Persona 3. They're like, we did it, we won full rank 8. Yeah, and you're like, did I forget something? Or is this game simply not done yet? Yeah. It's unfortunate. The social links do kind of undermine the narrative a little bit by telling you that the pacing is lying.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king
Oh
draws
my
nearer.
god, Mech, I didn't even know you tried. Actually, the only person who successfully done bulk gifting over there was Reaper, and then it only did about half of the number he tried. And for the next person, it did none, but I'm glad to know it at least refunded. I was wondering what the fuck it was going to do for that stuff. Oh, Brigitte just sent me money.
Try not to die.
I will try not to die. I think it'll be a lot harder for us to die now. 15,000 is a drop in the bucket now. We have so much money.
Let's go!
Oh. And Basilio wants to hang out. However, Basilio is not my highest priority anymore. Also, we have 3 days until the decisive battle on the 20th. Well, you have to leave. Got a quest to turn in.
What now?
Neurus is available for social linking, and he is actually fairly high priority, as is
Isn't that-
Katharina if she is available. Because both of those I need to finish. Damn, no Katharina. Barden and Alonzo are no longer priorities because neither of them are final classes I intend to use. Basilio's at least is, so he and Juna I think will be higher priority than most of the others. Nearest I'll have to wait until I'm traveling. That said,
All right then.
so
Go.
let's hop to the recruitment center and turn that thing in, get even more money we don't need.
Anyone catch your eye?
I'll do a reroll so I can get my hair back. Wait, what? Okay, so... Oh no, this wasn't a bounty, this was a quest I finished.
What now?
Oh, that was at the Opera House Square. Okay.
All right then. Let's go.
My bad, wasn't actually one of the recruitment ones. Do we have a money emote? No, we might need one after this. Good God.
Splendid.
Wait, that dangerous looking club is the Bramblethorn Baton. Never thought I'd see it. Let me get a closer look. All yours, buddy. This is Zyacropus' club, there's no doubt about it. So you really did defeat it. Well, are you gonna say it now? Come on, admit they were powerful enough to take on Louise. I'll admit you're clearly stronger than Zyacropus, but still remains to be seen if you're stronger than Louise. Nevertheless, you took me seriously, and for that, I must admit my heart is moved. No matter who it may be, you'll pay genuine attention to anyone in need. You're far more qualified to be king than Louise. Perhaps you really will be able to push past Louise and onto that shining throne. You have my respect. Grudgingly.
You've been a real help to me, you know.
Take this as a token of my support. I hope it'll help in your fight against the vile pretender. Your reputation precedes you, so here, take a little extra. Go on. My reputation?
Mission accomplished!
Oh, that would be because of Katharina, basically. Alright. Courage. Excellent. I could use more courage. 82,000. Good
Alright.
money. That's not much courage, but every little bit counts. Getting there. Getting real close. Seems I misunderstood you. For that, I apologize.
I'm off then.
It'll be far from easy to defeat Luis, but now I'm on your side. Fight hard.
Yeah!
We appreciate the thought. Let's not let him down, Waffles. And yeah, we're not going to get any ranks. We're stuck in 2. I'm kind of surprised Luis wants to fight me. I assume he's concerned I'll actually surpass him then. This thing I never saw before is definitely X. Right?
Ridiculous.
I mean, we could have had Neurus just whip up a fake. He's good at that. Well, let's see.
All
That
right.
takes
then.
that quest out. We only
Why
have
now?
3 days remaining, and I don't believe we have anywhere.
All right. Where to?
Oh, wait, we do need to stomp on one other contender, though, and that's going to cost us a day. But I think on the way there, we could probably go ahead and do Neurus's link.
All right then. Go.
Rudolph's still out there. I think we squashed like every other contender of note. We flattened Milo. That was annoying. Lena quit ages ago. Katharina's quit. We beat down Loveless. Yeah, I think it's just Rudolph at this point.
Right. Time for the old girl to shine.
Does it count as being a vegan if you eat an herbivore? No,
Now
it just
then.
means you had a salad with your meal. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else going on that we have not
That's where you
done.
want to go?
Yeah, I think we've been everywhere.
A gauntlet runner.
All right, let's go. Actually, before I jump on Rudolph, let me make sure I've got everyone
Bye.
statted up correctly. Grella is on ice.
What
Yes,
now?
that is also a thing that happened. Right, that's true. She was our other foremost contender. She is definitely on ice now. We beat her up, and she killed herself. It was tragic and horrible. Really was quite awful. Since I don't have Basilio quite set with what I need him to be using yet, we'll leave him on Berserker for the time being. Unfortunately, the synthesis I want, the reason I'm running Brawler, is not available to Pugilist. It's Bodhisattva's Palm, and that is only on the highest tier 1. But I suspect I can make that absolutely broken. Yes, we did kind of like Rella before. I mean, I still kind of like her. It's unfortunate. She did need to die. Alright, she's running Persona Master. Hulkenberg is still on the Knight. So let's just see what is available right now. Alright. Crusader's Hammer is the main one I want for her. That's fine. She's got access to the Masquerade charge, probably because I'm still on Gunner. I believe that works with Berserker, so we're good there. Wanton Destruction will have to do for now. It's not what I want long term, but it'll do until we get to the appropriate point. And I offer nothing, really, to this whole thing. Oh, we are sad and pathetic as a sniper, but I guess I could always be a merchant for now. Alright, back to our merchanting life for the time being. Let's see, I will keep... Actually, I've answered our debuff issue a little bit.
All right.
Alright, still gonna be the backup healer. Gonna take Heartbreak Stratagem because negating repels is fantastic. When it matters. Rarely ever matters, but when it matters. And MP recovery whenever I've got a buff. Does anyone in the current party have any buffs? Because I'm not going to be running Heisme. And he has been the source of many, many a buff. Oh, she's got Marakakaja. That's something. Oh shoot, I do actually have to finish Alonzo. I wanted a debuff that exists on the higher tier of Faker. Yeah, Heartbreak is surprisingly cheap, especially since it negates either. Unless I'm misunderstanding. It seems too cheap, right? No, it is Repel Magic, Repel Physical Skills. I mean, it seems way cheaper than other options, though. Yeah, back to throwing money at our problems. Alright, she's mostly got a bunch of mana regen, but Can I fit a buff on her? Nah, she's not got access to Maracakaja as well. Not having Heisman makes things feel a little bit weird. I'm so used to having many, many buffs. I guess I could be the buff guy. This is gonna feel weird. I will temporarily be the buff guy. Alright. Actually, what is his weak spot? Strike. Good to know. What did I give this one? Shield Blessing, Master Reveler, Magic Font. That's about what I'd want, actually. Actually, I'm going to go to that one instead. It's already got what he basically needs. Only buffs care about your stats. Exactly, and that's why buffing and debuffing from him is good, except I don't actually need him to be the debuffer anymore. I kind of mostly solved that issue as well. In addition to the, wonderful array of items we've had for throwing at people to debuff them, that has, been saving me tons of shit, I might have wound up with a bunch of these, which are basically debilitate in item form. So, hooray. Now I don't really need to carry that around either. Tune all the Tin Torpor, Corrosive Acid, and that, I think we're probably good for the debuffs. No, the buffs only work on the stats that they're based the person being's buff, right, Becca? It doesn't matter if I buff people. My shitty stats don't affect that. Their good stats will benefit. My shitty stats mean I'll be a perfectly acceptable buffer because I can't do anything else anyways. Let this be a lesson. Luck was absolutely the wrong idea for a build. Or was it? My god, the items though. We have so many.
All right,
One
then.
thing though, before
Where
we
to?
take off, I gotta pop in at Grand Trad.
Let's go.
Purification. The real luck was the leaves you stole along the way? Oh, the leaves unfortunately have nothing to do with luck. The tons of leaves comes from everyone being on mastered classes, getting a lot of XP very quickly, and just archetype leveling, but already being mastered, and therefore it just gives you leaves instead.
Closure.
Now, as far as this goes, this is what I wanted. Captain's Semaphore. Ton of attack, good hit rate, comes with auto Matarakaja. Which means we start buffed, which means immediately all the people who have MP recovery when buffed will kick in. Do I have more than one Captain Semaphore? I do. I have two. Interesting. Well, I've got enough of that stuff. I think I'll actually just go ahead and
Understood.
give it to Heisme too. What the hell? Okay, Pierce Resistant Armor. It's wearable by everyone. I'm going to make it but not equip it for the moment because I know at least one of my guys is weak to Pierce, and this will eliminate the weakness entirely. Actually, I'll go ahead and put it on Waffles since I know it'll be him when he switches back. Let's see. Fire Beast Tarleton. Increased fire attack strength. Solid. Increased light attack strength. Oh, see, that's tempting. Right now, Hulkenberg's got increased evasion against her weak spot, which I like. Ultimately, the Crusader's Hammer, which is a physical light attack, is what I'm leaning on for her for final damage. I'm going to go ahead and give that to her.
Indeed.
I don't think there's anything else I need to purify at the moment. On the other hand, resist light damage and resist dark damage. Oh, what? I could just completely cover up one of Basilio's weak points if he... Well, he's not a Berserker. Not staying on Berserker. Let me verify a weakness.
What now?
Alright, still just lighting for her. Gonna be ice for that thing. Is anyone actually gonna wind up on anything where light or dark even matter? I suppose there's a slim chance I wind up on this, and then either one is good. But I don't think any of my major people need it.
Closure.
Well, that said, for the moment, let's go ahead and just say resist dark. And I'll go ahead and slap it on
I get it.
Basilio. I think that'll do. Need a CLZ Hulk and Nom emote? No, we don't. We've already got Noms. No point in having two of the same emote. Though a Hulk and Drool I might do. Oh, it's Idle's Day to boot. Is there anything I need, though?
Alright. Where to?
I don't know that I actually need to purchase anything. We kind of cleaned everything out on the previous Idle's Day.
Let's
Check
go.
the pharmacy.
Hey. Greeting.
Any benefits? I mean, 50% HP recovery for only 1,000 is reasonable, especially with all the money we have right now. 50% HP to all allies is very good. What the hell? I've got lots of money. Give me 8. Revival meds fill up the one slot we're missing. Used up a bunch of the charm fans. Some frostbite. Yeah, actually, you know what? Frostbite was a real pain in the ass. Let me get some extra. Panacea. Sure, I'll take 7. Oh, may inflict days. Don't care about that. Remove all buff effects on all enemies. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. 8 of them, please. Remove all debuffs on all allies. Yeah, I'll take 10 of those too. Oh, it's so good to have cash. Yeah, give me like 19 of... Give me like... Sure, give me 49 of those. What is money? Who cares? That'll do. Yes, coin can solve problems a blade cannot. Whether throwing it directly at people or just throwing it at the merchants. Am I fast enough to buff before the act? That actually won't matter, Dead Man. Originally, it would have. But given that we now have access to charge, and that is more of a setup thing, slower starting buffs are less of a concern. Alright, now we can blow up Rudolph.
Where to? Let's go.
Let's go kill a reindeer.
Okay. What's the plan?
Now then.
Coins are a different type of physical damage than swords, so you're not wrong. I mean, yes, they are actually almighty too, so it really works.
Oh, this place.
Rudolph's gauntlet runner appears to be around here.
It's your call.
You're once again drowning enemies in Waffles Scrooge McDuck Vault, I see? Yes. The scary thing is, that money, I wasn't actually even on Merchant for most of my time. I was just getting that much cash. Alright, this'll take one day.
Great. Let's move out.
Off we go. I look forward to
What the
destroying
heck?
him. And while this is all going on...
Alright then.
Oh, is Nearest not available?
We've got to do it.
Nearest, put this thing on autopilot and come talk to me. I have a thing for you.
What now?
I can't turn it in. Well, I guess I'll have to do some reading then. And some cooking. Oh, you know who we didn't get to beat out of the race? Is Godot. He quit on his own. To be fair, he's like a broken man now, so... Stale black bread. Deal 300 almighty damage to one enemy. Seems not super great. Kill everything on the field easily. I mean, I haven't made them before, at least. Oh, what the hell. We'll make the bread anyways.
That...
Just gonna make the one. And now we'll go back to reading books. The literacy workbook. Alright, Basilio's practice writing. I still need imagination, right? Yes, alright, it's only tolerance I finished. Nope, not that. It's also not as good an imagination book anyways. Literacy workbook. It's a book meant to teach reading and writing. Illustrations of food and animals have their names in big letters, and I see traces of Basilio practicing in the margins. Don't think I've heard this song before. The runner music changed when we took to the air. Food section has some beautiful illustrations, and Basilio seems to have sketched Fidelio with a big smile. Oh, man. I've never seen Fidelio smile like that. I'm guessing that's something only people he was close to ever saw. Yes, the runner flies now. No levitatory. We are full-on aerodynamics. This was revealed by Neurus while we were absolutely fleeing and jumped off a cliff. Things got really bad, really sketchy, and a lot of people died during the marathon. Like, there's no competition anymore. Forden's dead. Fidelio's dead. Guido quit. Like, all the competition has basically been smashed. Luis has challenged us to a final duel. Also, we stabbed the shit out of Luis. Yep. Oh, Rella's on ice. Oh, she's dead. Curse is over. That ice killed her. She dead. Who else? The prince is not dead. This is a good thing. There was something else. I feel like there was something else. Oh yeah, Zorba's still alive. So he's not dead. I thought about Basilio's life and my imagination has improved. God, that book is worth such a bundle. Oof, yeah, recover ring song. Yeah, we stabbed Luis, but he didn't die. God, we impaled the shit out of him too. Twice! We impaled him twice! Still more left to read in the book. I'll pick it up from here next time.
With the protection of the royal magic gone, the tournament for the throne escalates. Those who would turn the tide with military might are spurred by opportunity. The party stands in the way of Rudolph's gauntlet runner as he continues to hunt monsters as a display of his power.
YouTube chat room so silent. It is much quieter over there on any typical day compared to the Twitch side.
Rudolph!
But, I mean, the Twitch side's been running for 10 years. The streaming on the YouTube side has been running for, I don't know, since like middle of August. It's a different beast. Yeah, you lot ready for a scrap? Rudolph's here with his steel line and is ready to bounce.
Battle stations,
Hurry up, he's already climbing aboard. Come on, shift up.
Go!
He's a strong opponent, and that'll make taking him down all the sweeter. Let's go all
Let's
out.
do it.
Oh, hell yeah, you know it will. He's gonna die.
Oh. I can't say I expected you would be the one to come to me. You're but a wretched little elder, impersonator of those who would rule you.
Didn't you specifically tell me where you were gonna be and challenge me?
And do my eyes deceive me? A Parapus and a Uchief stand among your retinue? With a disgraced Rusant knight to boot! The ignominy of it all! Harmony among the tribes is a delusion. A petty, ignorant rejection of reality. When I am king, I shall rebuild this nation that knew only weakness by Luis's hand. And then, finally, I will establish a unified nation under the Rusant! All tribes will live in rightful segregation!
That's the worst way to think. We won't find any compromise with him. And we won't lose.
You're playing the metaphor demo on your potato laptop? I hope it runs well enough for you to enjoy it. It's a solid demo and quite lengthy. Plus it carries over to the real game, so if you like it and you buy it, you get to just continue from there.
I will show you the strength and bearing of a true Roussant! Now! Come at me!
Another day, another racist. Yeah.
Clear off! Let's
Have
have
some
a
bombs.
spot of inventor's ingenuity.
Ooh, he's got a lot of health.
You want the tribes even more divided? I won't let that happen. Let's do this together.
Okay, let's see. How do I best want to do this? The Masquerade Charge is a good call. But I might hold off for a round to get some buffs in place.
Let's not.
Or will I?
No one here
Oh, what the
fights
hell.
alone.
Let's try this.
Got it, boss.
How's this?
I knew you'd help.
Thanks.
I'm
As a
obliged.
goddamn evoker.
Stay insane
Also,
in
total
a
librarian
fight?
look when it puts on the
Not
glasses.
bloody likely. I love this part.
Well, since he's already charged up. Heavy strike 1 to 3 times might not land enough. Wanton destruction, though, with a one-time weakness to strike would be a ton of damage. The question is, do we go for Rudolph? Might pass one round for further buffing.
Never mind.
Yeah,
All
it has
yours.
one round
For
to
the
get a little
glory
bit
of
of...
the
Oh
Roussant!
god, right. He actually can't pass rounds the same way.
Let's split
Never
some
mind,
heads.
we're swinging. I forgot he takes 2 turns. I have to take that thing off of him. It's actually not good for my team setup. Well, let's see how the charge hit goes.
You can do this.
Why does this feel like a weird
Tough one.
Let's...
Soviet propaganda look?
Impossible! What is that power? Even so, I cannot lose. I refuse to. This calls for an igniter!
Ugh, okay, he's got crits. I'm resistant.
Protect yourself!
I like how he upped his crit and then cast a magic,
Captain,
which doesn't
they've
crit.
got your defenses down.
Well, his friends are mostly toast already.
Come forth, royal soul.
God, is it... Do I just go ahead and buff attack even further? Who's my healer right now? Oh, the hell with it.
Everyone, to the front.
Everyone hit even harder. Oh, goody! It's Hulkenberg's turn. Hulkenberg's already set up to go.
Join with me.
Let's go with
If you would.
the hammer.
Oh, Mystic Purge.
Too easy!
Strike.
Hold
Oh,
yourself together.
Hulkenberg, why? Why?
Is that all?
She flew that so bad. She ruined my entire turn.
Ow!
Hi!
That's so bad.
You're all just...
She screwed me with that.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, Hulkenberg absolutely
wake up!
screwed me.
Still in a fight here.
That's so bad.
Can't let it go unused.
Time to rewind?
You're all
No, I
so
never
bad.
hit the rewind button.
Easily.
Anyone get on healing duty.
Come here!
Hold
And honestly, I banned the button the moment I saw it was even a thing, and I literally forgot it even existed until you said that.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
He's going to
Gotta
take 2
stay
turns, so I
calm.
might as well use one of them for an item.
I'll use this one.
I just got a bunch of this anyways.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll not lose to the likes of you! Come here!
Let him go ahead and charge up. Sadly, the lack of Heisman does mean we have less dodges going on.
Juna's badly hurt. Get her some healing.
Don't you underestimate me!
Okay, I was gonna say that's gonna land some
Wake her
crits.
up.
Damn it!
Juna's down. Someone,
I mean,
quick,
that sort
get
of
her
critical
back on
misses
her
happened
feet.
before. I know it was Hulkenberg last time as well. Except to be fair, that time I had the full 4 turn icons and she lost all of them.
Let's go.
It was
Maybe not.
kind of amazing. I said probably
Not now.
up.
Here.
Juna, get up.
Time for my grand comeback. Throw her back. Can anyone get on healing duty?
Oh, power of heroes!
Could draw all attention to her. Someone's gonna have to do some healing here.
I stand waiting.
You've got
I
a
shall
bunch of
cut
holes
down
slowing
all
you
in
down,
my
Captain.
way!
This
Her
moving to
heal's
the
gonna be
rear.
good
I
enough.
call upon a royal soul.
I knew you'd help. I owe you one.
'Twas needed.
I wanted to put someone on Savior, but I couldn't quite work it into my final arrangement of skills.
This calls for an igniter!
Hulkenberg got distracted eating their dust. Oy. You're not wrong.
Protect yourselves!
Ooh, that's true.
got a
Actually, I'd
bunch
kind of
of
forgotten.
elements slowing you down,
Hulkenberg currently has both Repel Physical and Repel Element. 15% chance. I think the only thing that's guaranteed to not be repelled is Light and Dark. Everything else, she has a 15% chance of bouncing, which just means she will eat press turns beautifully.
Right, let's make this fun.
Anyway, flatten these assholes.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
And then there was one
Follow
less.
my lead.
Whoa, what's this? I'm going again. Oh, man. You know, what a thing.
Let's do this.
Just hit them both.
Right, bud. They're still breathing.
Almost.
Captain's hurt bad.
Still fight.
Let's get him some healing.
Witness resource!
Captain's down. Someone, help him back up.
Nah, I deserve to be grounded for that. It's the luck build, and it's lucky. Well, I mean, it's not lucky. So,
Let us fight
with that said,
as one.
I really need her to make up for that previous loss, so if you'd be so kind as to not miss horribly this time,
Get him.
that would be great. Dragon,
Shine!
how's it going? I see you on the YouTube side. Better. There we go.
Oi, you alright, old man? Gonna leave a nasty scar, that.
Ah, you! Silence! Even the Parapus would pity me now! I will not suffer such shame!
That right? Suit yourself, I suppose. But if you ask me, thinking like that's way more exhausting than it's worth.
It does take a lot of energy to be a dick.
We come from two tribes, but that don't have to mean anything else. We're different, that's all. And I don't see why different folks can't meet in the middle, eh?
'Tis as Basilio says. And you've been defeated. Dismount from your gauntlet runner and renounce your campaign for the throne.
And it's like the last person out of the running now. More leaves for us. I know, Berserker seems like such an odd class
Well,
for him
that
because he's
settles that.
actually surprisingly level-headed. Going well, trying to get things set up for your first selling stream on whatnot for your comes. Oh, well, good luck. I don't know what that is. Feel free to enlighten me. There we go. Okay, Neurus at night. That sounds like something else. This evening we can hang out with Neurus. You'll take all of Waffle's luck. Don't use Waffle's luck. Waffle's luck
Why
is
not?
bad. So bad. It does not pay off. Actually, no, take his merchanting. That pays off.
Isn't that...
All right, girl. Anyone else? Is it just Nearest? I mean, Nearest... Oh, we could finish Juna, though. Oh, man, that's a good one, too. 4 slots for her in the class she actually uses. More MP recovery on finishing combat and heroic embodiment, which we don't have access to yet, but will in a few days, I believe. Oh, man, Katharina's at night, too? Shit, I need both of these two. Oh, all 3 available people are people I need right now. Definitely need extra skill slots on the gunner. Need to get up to 8, though, to get Dragoon. Katharina. Fuck. Alright. Alright, Nearest takes priority.
All right, then. Go.
I think I've seen the trilogy on sale a few times, Raving Pyro, for Mass Effect. Go ahead and save. Okay, we already did our cooking stuff, so let's just go hang with Nearest.
Let's head there right away.
Yeah, there was a remaster, the Legendary Edition, I think they called it. I never played the games. Any advice? Actually, yeah, there is. So the first game is definitely the roughest as far as the combat side of things goes. If you want to get used to it, I highly recommend just sticking to something like Soldier. The gunplay is fairly reasonable, but when you get into like the biotics and tech stuff, they're a little weird and janky in the original. So it can take a lot of getting used to. They're a lot better in the later games. They're actually a ton of fun in the later ones. But in the first one, they're kind of crap. Vanguard's not bad. At least you've got the lift and shotgun combination.
Quite.
Yes, running does nothing. There is no actual running outside of combat. It only looks like you're running. You're not moving any faster. It's funny how the eyes play tricks on you. There's tension in the air to be expected, eh? What with the fight against Luis Lomo before us, but don't get too worked up, my boy. More importantly, it's time for a surprise inspection by yours truly. Have you found anything of interest on your travels? Vanguard for life. Vanguard was reasonable. I think I mostly went Infiltrator from 2 onwards because sniper rifle. I did like being able to just like quick zoom, pop ahead. And the Infiltrator also had 1 or 2 tech options tied in with it too. Hey, type switch. I'll recover from the marathon. Yeah, honestly, I finished the 20 hours. I slept for 3, got up and gamed for 12 more hours. And then I actually slept. So I feel great. Oh, a sniper build and you can be so Infiltrator? Yeah. Most likely Infiltrator. You can pull it off with Soldier as well, and there's some good options there, but Infiltrator and 2 got the actual time dilation when you zoomed in, so quick zooms for good headshots were really good. I handed Nearest something I had no use for anyway. Here, dude, have my garbage. Strange little curio. Its mechanism looks quite crude. Oh, wait a second.
I see.
Yes, it looks to have a little what's it just here. Oh, don't tell me it can't be this simple.
Genius.
Spot on. Yeah, my dear little bundle of joy, how I've been waiting to meet you.
Whoa!
It really was a relic, huh? And naturally, this is where it connects to the other. Yeah, I suppose that confirms my hypothesis.
Oh!
Yeah.
Eureka!
Inspiration strikes, an absolute corker of an inspiration. Waffles, it's all thanks to you.
Thank you.
And he gets us some more Leaf of Light, which is good because I'm spending those to just max things out for everyone. Is the Mako driving as bad as every meme says? Oh, no. It's way worse. Oh yeah? We have picked up quite a few now. You think we're close to finishing it?
No.
Not quite yet. There's 2 left. The old goat's notes mark the full set at 8 pieces. And those 2. One is...
Hey.
Yeah, would you mind joining me on a short jaunt somewhere? Won't take but a moment.
What?
Sure, but where? Oh. I wonder if the old goat had... No, I thought we already got one from there. Oh, that home. We teleported back to Grand Trad, whereupon Neuros took us to a corner of the city to the garage of his mansion. To the garage of his mansion. Oh my god. He has a mansion. I guess he did say he came from an affluent family, but still. It's difficult to picture. Hey, this place isn't so much a house as it is a gauntlet runner garage, no? Did you actually sleep here?
Quite.
Hey, indeed, I slept 8 and woke up next to the old girl. Ain't that the stuff of dreams? So it was here all along. I knew it. There's the ticket. Fits right into the rest. Well, how now? I found a relic in my own home.
The truth is...
You know, there was not a little dimple on the last relic. I told you before, didn't I, that back when I was a lad I found a similar bit of rubbish on my fossil hunts. I realized this relic here, the one from my boyhood, was the exact match for the curious little shape made by the rest. Inside a discreet little scavenger hunt.
That's the ticket!
So trying seeing the pieces connect and whiz bang pow. Perfect fit. It's a heavy burden to bear being this generation's greatest mind. Oh, good job holding on to it.
Well,
Good thing you held on to it for so long. Indeed. I'd say my younger self deserves a retroactive pat on the back. If I'd not noticed, the relics would have been short a family member forever. Been quite a while since I was here last. Nostalgia rather gets to a chap. This used to be my whole life. You too wish you had a garage in your mansion. This is where I dreamed of the skies. It's where my dream was born, where I strove for those heights, and where it all came crumbling down.
Rather.
When Olkenberg dragged me out of my workshop, well, I never thought I'd actually find my wings. Coming on this journey with all you has changed me for the better. I'll stick with you till the end, you hear? Yeah, you're one of us now, guy.
Right.
Freaking weirdo. You're too kind, old chap. Rest assured, I know the great things you're bound for, and I'll get you there. I can feel Neurus's extraordinary trust in me as an ally. It's only rank 6 though, but it means we're only missing one piece, so I guess we must have one more dungeon where we can get the 7th piece, and then something must happen to get to rank 8. Alright, but that's an extra skill slot for me. And there's only one more component. Where's the safety mechanism? Too early to say without actually seeing it first. We're gonna make something bad, aren't we? In any case, just one more to go. We come this far, so we gotta finish it now. I know you can do it.
this one's important.
Alright, okay. This one's rated quite highly. Worth 10 lethal light.
What?
What was that noise? Man, not many folks live on the street in this part of town. Just the wind, Miguel. Just the wind.
Right then.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean up a bit first, grab some things and go. You two head back to the runner first, eh? Yeah, I'll be along shortly.
Come on!
Whatever you say. Just make sure to come back before it gets late. Makes the disc to a Persona dancing game. I parted ways with Neuros and returned to the group ahead of him.
Time
Whatever it
marches
is, it's
on,
bad enough that it
and
shouldn't
the
be
age
remade.
of a new king draws nearer.
And clearly someone else is tracking it. Alright, we leave in 2 days. Oh,
Try
we
not
need
to
to send
die.
me more money. Thank you.
All right then.
Alright, so what are our current options? Yufa, Basilio, Alonzo, Barden. Well, I do need to get Basilio to 8 because there's something I want to take from his final class. But ranking Basilio, being an actual party member I'm actively making use of, is probably our better bet overall. What else does he get here? Not better evasion when attacked by beasts or humans. The Destroyer. He only needs to get up to 6 for that. And significantly increased evasion when attacked by beast or human monster. Alright. Okay.
All right then.
Yeah, we gotta have Metaphor dancing all night, right?
We've
Alright,
gotta
let's
do it.
hang with Basilio then.
Now what am I to do?
Yo,
Oh, hey, what are you up to? Louis is waiting for us. Gotta make sure we're in top shape to face him. Got a moment to spare? I gotta get down to the shops in Brownhaven at some point. Figure it'd be easiest if we take the runner. That's alright, I mean.
Right then.
Want to see Gallica dancing? Sounds cute as hell. Fuck yeah. Oh no, what I want is Gallica in a tiny Velvet Room outfit. Alright, let's get moving.
Oh?
That's you. Hard luck, chum. Afraid your remedy's just sold out. Ought to check back when the seasons change, huh? It's about when all the peddlers pass through.
Huh?
Can't wait that long, though. Those herbs are the only things that actually do something for the pain.
Oi!
Oh, strike me down. Oh, you know, we haven't had Krill in a while. Oh, strike me down. Is that you, Basilio?
Vinka?
I know those ears, Venka. You gotta be kidding me. You survived, huh? Got big as a house. Oh, took the words out of my mouth, mate. Look at you, Basilio. You're bleeding massive. Suppose you have to be bigger, though. It's been years since we were kids.
Hey.
By the way, who's this little squirt? Got yourself a crony? I'm a crony.
Nah.
Oh, nothing like that. Waffles here's a comrade. No, a friend. Don't have to watch what you say anyway. You don't care what tribe you are. Well, that tracks. We got it rough enough, but suppose nobody knows that side of the world better than an Elda. Those ears, he's more of a shaker. Yeah, I was not expecting the dude to be huge. Yeah, name's Vinka. Good to meet you, huh? Me, Fidelio, and Basilio go way back. Oh, nice to meet you, too.
Nice to meet you. Truth is...
Vinka was there with us at the Igniter experiment facility back when Del and I were kids.
Oh?
Hell, you even told him about the facility, huh? Must be some friend if you could talk about all that mess. Man, he really is huge. He's even taller than Basilio. I have to say, though, it's damn good to see you. After you two ran off, the rest of us were praying you'd make it out alive. Some smartass had it in mind to bet on whether you two lived or died. Except everyone bet on you living, so that settled that. I guess that means you won. Well, Fidelio's always been sharp as a blade. Figured as long as they stuck together, they'd have a fair shot.
Speaking of...
Speaking of which, you were after some of these herbs, yeah? Here, take them. Gotta mark our reunion somehow.
Serious?
I mean, I'll not turn them down, but aren't you gonna need them yourself? Oh, well, these, no worries. These would have been my just-in-case supply. Go on, have them before I change my mind.
Thanks.
Well, sorry for the trouble, thanks all the same.
So?
Yeah, I don't think he knows, Claymore. So, how's Fidelio? Got a tongue as sharp as his wits, but I'd love a chat with him all the same.
Del.
Yeah, Dale's gone. He died. Right then. Oh, that just became a downer.
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's wrong? I'm fine. Just slept wrong. I got a twinge is all. Oh, it's been the only lad I knew who can screw up sleeping.
Well then.
Sorry, but I'm headed home for the day. Next time, let's talk more about Fidelio, huh? Right. You sure you're good there?
Sam.
If his chest hurting that bad, it's a wonder he sleeps at all. Well, one way or another, we got the herbs. Looks like I owe you and Vinka waffles. Oh, I got it. I'll cook something up for you. I know I don't look it, but I'm a hell of a chef, me. Yeah, he is. We cooked with him on the runner before. I look forward to it.
Right then.
Oh, you better. Even put a smile on Dell's face, my cooking did. They're both partial to Parapus food anyhow.
Leave it to me.
Well, done deal. I'll whip you up a real feast, I hope you're ready. I sense Basilio's kindness and trust. Okay.
Hope you're ready.
Cheaper to study Berserker. A little bit more evasion. Down for that.
Listen.
Hey, did you hear? They found a clergyman's body over by the church.
What in the world?
His neck was broken, right? It's horrifying. Bound to be some pagan from out of town.
Hmm?
Oh, murder? Well, nasty business that. Better get back before we get caught up in anything messy. Yeah, so what, Vinka? Are you killing the clergy? Good boy. Back to the tavern, and this evening... Oh, excellent. Katharina wants to hang. Which is good, because I really needed to hang with her anyways. Oh, ethnic food? Is it ethnic food or dog food?
We've got to do it.
Who else is available in the evenings? Juna, so we could wrap up Juna's, but I do need to get Katharina's going. Juna at least has access to her, her Persona Master class. I need Katharina to get to shit, 8 to get access to martial artist. Let's go see our pirate.
Hi there.
Oh, Waffle, still alive and kicking, I see. Hear what I mentioned before about how people were like, who used to support me are attacking people now. They kind of suck. I went to visit their hideout and stop them, but there's no way they'll listen to me after I failed them. Oh, that idiot. Truth is, I'm totes scared. Scared of confronting the fact that I betrayed them.
Thing is, I
let everyone down, and damn it, it's hard to accept. Ooh, wow, okay, so we needed tolerance to get... No wonder she didn't want to talk to us for a while.
Huh?
We needed 5 tolerance. I really think so. It's not just because I ain't good enough. Well, I was able to get Catherine to open up to me with my overflowing tolerance. Anyone would find that scary. Nobody wants to disappoint people. Does that mean everyone just feels this knot of self-loathing in their stomach and just powers through it?
have at it.
Well then, no more belly aching for me, I suppose. I'll have to fess up to them, and you're coming with ya. Let's go.
Jeez.
Nice. Hell yeah. So it's like just on the outskirts of Altenbury, so we could have run there, but I'll be considerate this time. Let's take a carriage. No, let's run. Well, I can do my skate sword.
Yeah.
Katharina, why are you here? Oh, Manahot was a prick, so... You know what? He never really had a real voice, so let's just do... a voice I haven't done in ages. What do you want? Surely you know you're not welcome here anymore. Oh, I'll leave you, once I've said my piece. And you're in pieces.
Oh.
You must stop attacking people, and that means returning everything you stole.
What?
And here I thought you'd say something smart. Do you want us all to starve, do you? You're a traitor. No, I think you'd be wrong. No, be proud. Show pride.
It'll
You
be
chose
fine.
the right thing. What human from the game would you be? I'd pick the egg bro. Wait, which is the egg bro? Oh! Oh god. Haha. What human would I be? Man. Closest thing to me? Probably the bespectacled bird, though I don't have to wear glasses anymore thanks to LASIK. I'm an early boss, and then later on I'm just a trash fight. Yeah, stand proud, Katharina.
Hmm?
Don't worry, I ain't backing down. I'm speaking up for my sake and yours, Waffle. No, but seriously, you can let me kill them. It's totally fine.
Listen to me.
Be the pomegranate owl with blade feet. So listen up, and if you won't listen to me, listen to your hearts.
Everyone.
Stealing everything you need is just a vicious cycle. Everything you stole can be stolen right back from you, and then what?
You're pulling my leg.
You want to live in fear of others trying to take what's yours. You want a life where you gotta worry about going hungry. Isn't that what we're trying to change? Well, it was the Robin Hood paradox, right? You steal from the rich and you give to the poor, and then you steal from them. I want to be the guy with the frying pan? If I cooked more, that would have been my next choice, but I don't cook enough.
Hey!
The more you steal, the more you're gonna get stolen from.
Duh.
You sure like to run your mouth. Someone show this preachy lady and her boyfriend the door. Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Look, I know you're all not happy with how things are right now. Exactly, so what are you gonna do about it? Anybody ideas?
Bloody hell.
A therapist has no business lecturing us about society anyway. You people can't even hold down decent jobs. The rich getting richer without even trying, and they don't give a damn about the labor that feeds the system. You've only ever been their tool.
Listen up.
I know how the world works. Follow my lead and you'll have money in your pockets, drink in your cups, and life will be just grand.
You got it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna bring change to this putrid world, but first we have to swat away the flies. Are you picking a fight with me? Yeah, we aren't your tools either, Manahone.
Huh?
Of course not. I'll pay. Capture Katharina and you'll be rich.
Ah,
You're not gonna kill me, are you? I wouldn't do that. But I might kill all you.
I'm real sorry.
I led you all astray, and I've totes got to own up to that. My bad. You see now what it's like to be stolen from. That's why you don't inflict it on anyone.
That's why.
Let's hope we can make a kinder world, where everyone lives right by themselves. A world people want to live in. A kinder world. Oh, I really wanted to kick the crap out of them. I think I finally got through to them. Hopefully they'll stop stealing now. Monahan's going to the Rusty Nail. He's done a lot worse than what we've seen. Yeah. Well, you know... Sounds
Hey.
right. I guess so. But you know, I still like to think that when we shed a tear for us Parabus, it was real. Why I hear it, he was in the army once, but his rogue and Ishkia superiors treated him like dirt. His life's been just as hard as any Parapus, and discrimination tends to give you a perspective. That all said, where the fuck do we go from here?
But come on.
He was right when he said I don't have any sort of plan. All I know is, I don't want to leave my people behind. Well, let's see. Join my team. I'll kick out Yufa for you. No, that's a lie. Join my team. I'll kick out Stroll for you. That might be a lie too. No, it would have to be Stroll. Join my team. I'll kick out Basilio. He's the newest? Well, we can work
It'll be
on
fine.
that together. Oh, Waffles. You're just a big softy, aren't you? You're like that with everyone or just me.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
So much.
You've given me so much courage. I can sense Katharina's earnestness and absolute faith in me. More importantly, I sense a rank up. Getting
I've
closer.
got to keep getting better, don't I?
Alright. Cheaper general store prices, that's good. And 3 slots on Brawler, also good. But I won't really be switching back to Brawler until we get to 8 and have the class we want. But the cheaper prices are nice. Going forward, I think I'll, try my best to think for myself without relying on others, but... You'll totes help me with that, won't you, Waffles? Why, the next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have some new messes for you to help me clean up. BT dubs, they'll probably be bodies. Has to be Basilio to keep the one per race? Oh no, you're right. Sorry, Basilio. God, she's cute. See, I want her on my team. I was really hoping we could drive her out of the race and make her join us. Okay, tomorrow we leave for our grand encounter. Ooh,
Have a
Barden
look.
sent me stuff. What'd you send me, Barden? Life-saving medicine. Thank you, Barden.
Hey.
Got any unfinished business around here? You've got to scoot tomorrow, whether you're ready to say goodbye to this place or not. Oh, this is where all will be settled. Let us leave no intention unrealized. The prince would not want it any other way. I genuinely thought you were all going to tell us to stuff ourselves in Montario's restaurants when we still can, but I guess you don't think with your stomach all the time.
Right then.
Well, that's it. Last chance for a tune-up before we take on the biggest bastard of a mage out there. One day left, yeah? Let's get everything done with. Well, it's not enough to finish any of the things that I really want to finish, so definitely seem to be crew candidate.
Shall we?
I know. We met her so early. Actually, super early near the very actually, first time you arrive in Grand Trad, she's actually around and you can find and talk to her. So she's stuck in my head a lot more than most people for a potential party member, because I found her early, she stood out from everyone else, and she had portrait art. How long is he going to sleep? It's been like 2 weeks. I mean, to be fair, he's been sleeping for 10 years, so what's a couple more weeks?
We've got to do it.
Alright. Yufa, Alonso, and Barton. You see, I feel bad saying this, but technically, at this point, Yufa's value has dropped to my final party. Alonso's, on the other hand, has gone up because I want the Trickster. There's a skill I want to steal from it. It's a 2 rank down attack and defense, which is a very nice buff to be able to apply to someone. Jesus, just analyze everything. Okay. That's pretty nuts. Allow purchase of rare items in magic shops in all cities. Good thing I have a bunch of money. Alright, let's go see Alonso. Alright, Alonso.
Greetings.
Well met. What are you up to? I've been waiting. Would you mind coming with me to see the landowner? I will go.
Thank you.
Great. My network already has the info. I will send the final go-ahead. That'll ensure the landlord takes a certain little-used bath so we won't be disturbed. And now the curtain rises. Now we can beat up some more assholes. Alonso, what are you doing here? What are you planning? Have you heard? A little bird told me your daughter has a man she fancies. What was his name again? Oh, right, Caculus. Did you say your goodbyes to her before you left? Or had she gone out somewhere?
You bastard!
What have you done to my daughter, you cur? What happens to your precious daughter depends on you. Tell your gods to give us a little space. Man, I keep getting denied opportunities to beat people.
Now!
What are you after? My life? If you're offering it, sure, but there's something I want more. Tell me, where do your desires truly lie?
What?
My desires? What are you getting at? To get into your purse strings, I had to use everything at my disposal to look into you. What I found was rather discomforting. Allegedly, you've committed several atrocities in various villages, yet many villagers still respect you. I'd assumed you used money or force to make them submit, but I was wrong. Perhaps you've hidden your true intentions this whole time. Explain yourself. She's 5 years younger than me, yes? She's quite lovely when she smiles, just like her mother. With such a beautiful little family at stake, you've no choice but to obey what your conspirators told you behind closed doors.
That's right.
You're a beloved father, an upstanding man, and they noticed. They fed you lies and flattery in turn. One moment you're praised, the next threatened. And before you knew it, you fall in line with the oppressors of the weak, and you can't break free. It's a rather pitiful tale, don't you think?
Silence!
What do you know? How could you possibly understand the depravity that taints this world? I have 3 daughters, and those bastards, they...
Huh.
Tell me.
So that's what's going on. I guess I can't do terrible things to him after all. Damn. Don't you wish you could end this ruse?
I'd have quit long ago if I could. I don't want to be stolen from any longer. I haven't the power to change a single thing.
Ridiculous.
That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? Where have I heard those words before? Yeah, from yourself.
Well, sure.
I believe you said them, Alonso. No, you remember. Well, that's all in the past now. And if I hadn't met you, I would have surely ended up just like him.
Moving on.
Well, I've learned what I wanted to know. Now then, good sir, would you like a chance at redemption? I'll set your daughter free, and I'll even help you atone for your sins, as long as you cooperate to my agree to my terms and cooperate with me.
Fine, I accept your offer. You've my word.
You hear that? All right, then, it's time for the big reveal. I haven't done anything to your daughter. Actually, I've never even met her.
Hey.
Do you understand why I told you that load of rubbish, don't you? I took a gamble on you, on what you truly desire. Totally got him. Well, well, that's one mountain climbed. I predicted correctly and won my bet. The demo's running surprisingly smooth in your potato. Nice! I've definitely heard mixed results from people, but that's really good to hear. How are you enjoying it so far? Our bet, you mean? We're in this together.
Whoa, what a weird looking Shin Megami Tensei.
Bill, thank you for the bits, man. How you doing this evening? Your workload letting up at all yet?
Listen.
Hold on, that should be our bet, right? Oh my, I can tell if you're the daring or dauntless type. Yes. I must admit it's quite charming. That's what I like most about you. In hindsight, I've always run away when things take a turn for the worse. Even when I tried to die, it was to escape my sins. But you've helped me figure out what I ought to do. Something only I can do. Yes, I'm a liar and a cheat, and I hate those who lie and cheat. I hate the very framework of a world that made me become the deceiver I am. What lies ahead will be the great calm and Alonso's work of a lifetime.
All work is done for the fall. Now to prep for winter CLZ stress.
Oh god, thank you for the bits and good luck. Good luck. Lord, hang on, I gotta check that. There might be a lot of pings happening, and I don't know if that's work, so I gotta double check that quickly. Okay, no, I'm good. I'm good. Every time you look at me, you can only see Steve's image for the unglamored version. Right? The moment we found out that was a thing, I'm like, oh my god, that means Alonso too.
Remember your vow.
For this new king, I will change this cesspit into a never-before-seen utopia. I'll pull the wool over the world's eyes and then take it for myself. What Alonso's words mean isn't clear, but I can see the steadfast resolution in his eyes. He's decided to place his absolute trust in me. And how you doing this evening, Sione? Alright, 6 on Katharina and 6 on him.
I will live to my fullest potential.
I'm sure you're dying to know what I have planned, but just bear with me for now.
Farewell.
When next we meet, I'll unveil everything in spectacular fashion. Be sure you don't delay, but for now, farewell. Just got back from Japanese again. Nice. You going well? All right, and the tavern. Does anyone hang the evening?
Gotta do it.
Anyone hang the evening? Anyone? Okay, that actually works out. That means we're just going to finish Juna's final tier. And I mean, that's kind of cool. She's the one of the party members I plan to actually use in final party, so we'll get to finish her link right before we head out for our great big duel. Which reminds me, just in case, better make sure people are on the right things. Okay, that should be fine. I think everyone's relatively set for what I was planning on doing.
Hey.
We're finally facing off against Luis. I've been waiting for this moment so long, I think. I've got butterflies. Do you remember what I told Martis about how I wanted to hear her sing? Truth is, I think I can set something up for her to do just that. This is a once-in-a-lifetime celebration, so I really want to give her a gift or something. But I haven't had much time to peruse my options.
Well, should be fine.
Guess she'll just have to be content with us rushing over to see her. Are you free right now? Let's do it.
Thanks.
Yay, I've been dying to hear her sing. Is it still a duel if you bring your squad of goons? Technically, we are one unit. United. He said bring as many people as we want, so I'm going to. I need to get to Night Prowler over in Brilhaven. Can you use your fancy teleport magic, please? Oh, you must have missed some Link, Claymore.
That girl's amazing. I'm kind of emotional right now.
The short version is, yes, she burned the dress. Yes, we went ahead and did the event anyways, and Sanctus gave us a nice gift of tea.
I would bring the whole band of hawks. Wait.
Thank you very much for the bits, Phil. Don't bring the hawks. Tell them to go home. It's safer there. Yeah, basically, Murtis actually saved our asses. What Juna was offered as a gift was actually extremely poisonous, and when the guy got called out as he was handing it over by Murtis, she wound up getting a face full of it instead. Poison fucked up her throat pretty good. Juna took it on herself to go get the cure. Which was fantastic, because to get the cure we had to go somewhere that was so incredibly traumatic for her that she ran the risk of losing her glamour. So we got to see completely unglamored Juna. It raises so many questions about the Nydia. And about Alonso. No. No, the dress was poisonous. The drink afterwards. The dress was absolute malice. She hated us. Well, hated Juna. Until she heard her perform. And she was like, well, fuck. She went to bat for us after that. Nearly lost her voice for it. Permanently.
She looks a bit rustic, but she might have what it takes to be a songstress.
Look at Myrtis now. Her audience is melting in her hands. I asked Capra to make some connections, and I think introducing Myrtis here was the right choice.
Yes, you missed seeing non-glamour Juna. It was certainly something.
I think she's got potential.
Yes, she really does. If I don't watch out, she may just pass me up. Her voice, though, it lights a fire in my heart.
You came?
Oh, I just wanted to catch a few notes. But I must admit, you sing with a river of emotions, and it swept me away. I didn't expect to say it, but I was having a great time.
You don't say. Well, thanks. I'll take your word for it. As for me, I think I've learned to face my demons. There's nothing standing between me and my songs now. So you keep an eye out, because I'll be right on your tail. Next time we meet, we'll be sharing a stage.
Well, shouldn't you be off then? Take too long and I'll have a stage larger than this country.
There's that telltale confidence. I will be off, but do enjoy your time here.
The cheek on that one. But you know, my good man, I think this whole ordeal has finally shown me exactly why I sing. It's not the lyrics, it's not the harmony, it's the power of the song as a whole.
No, the headband's just clothing.
And it varies. When Myrtis sings, you can feel her fiery passion. But for me, I want my music to give people hope.
It turns out every Nydia is glamored, heavily glamored. Because if they aren't, no other race will take them seriously.
No matter how deep the despair, I want my songs to show people that there is always a light that they just have to reach out and touch.
And it's not like they share their unglamored state with one another either. It's like a relatively permanent thing that they've done. No one, even amongst Nydia, like they don't know what each other really looks like.
That the future is worth fighting for. I think that's what the world needs right now.
You already fill me with hope.
To hear that from you, of all people, is high praise indeed. But just you watch. I'm not done growing. Well, it would be much easier to do that if the world weren't under a constant barrage of tragedies.
Secretly Tara.
So let's work together to create a world where everyone can hear me sing in peace.
I'll expect a seat at your side. Every time.
It's not quite what I meant by front row seats, but sure.
I want my next song to bring a smile to every face. Something they'll love so much they'll hum across the kingdom. But more than anything, I want you to love it. My sister told me something once. She said I should always strive to get my voice out to more and more people. Journey has been difficult at times, but I'm so glad I never gave up.
Terrible, Shivlin. Terrible.
And as for you, you better be at my side, listening to every note.
I can feel Juna's determination as a songstress and her unwavering trust in me as a friend and ally.
The ephemeral songstress, Juna, keeper and heritor of the masked dancer's virtues. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Rank
A
8.
future filled with happy songs is almost here.
Alright, maximum skill slots, more recovery after MP recovery after combat, and the heroic embodiment, which we don't have yet.
All right, enough of that. Tonight we drink. You're stuck with me until the dawn breaks.
Good God, you realize that tomorrow we have... Oh, actually, I guess we have a day of travel. Okay, no, we can do that. We have a day of travel to recover from being incredibly drunk before we fight Luis.
Don't make that face. I just want to see what kind of music you like.
Juna and I had a night of revelry that lasted until the sun's first light. Thanks to the strong trust between Juna and me, Juna's devotees now all support me, and fortunately, I'm still rank 2. Show up to Luis just completely hungover, right? It's like, oh, hang on, man. Oh my God. I have such a headache. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's the big day. He'll be up against Luis, and this time, he'll be ready and waiting for you. Yeah, we don't get the advantage of spearing him from a chandelier this time.
You...
Captain, surely you have reservations about this. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt?
Somehow...
I mean to say, if you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince? He killed Grius. I'm still okay with this. We've seen Gallica use her sword in anything like twice. Two of the Bosch fights, she actually used it.
It'll be fine.
My heart is clear. I know it must be done.
Yes.
And I'm glad to hear it.
However...
I challenge you on this only because I think it foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
May I speak?
I do not believe Louis innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months, he has slain the king and your comrade besides. Bosch fight's so mad I never thought of that. Yeah, good old community member too. Formerly Wild Pikachu coined it during the first one. And we've just kept it since. Is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by doctrine of power, and his every step has been in service of that purpose. He has sealed his fate, and you as contender for the throne should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that not so?
It'll be all right.
You're already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that. Of course, we could just not fight him and then keep... We still have time before the Day of Heroes or whatever when the actual decision is made by the Sky King, so like we could just not fight him. Esme made a pretty good point. If you're going to take back the country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks here.
We can't lose.
Everything we've done has been for this day, so let's take it all in and stick it to Louise. Literally. For Rella and Grius and everyone we've lost. Also, for anyone who missed it, the reason we're able to do this is the King's magic no longer protects anyone. Luis basically spoke directly to the giant Sky King face and was like, hey, how about you just let us kill each other? I mean, I've got a weapon that lets me kill everyone. Let's make it fair. Let everyone kill everyone. And the king was like, alright, peace out. And now nobody's safe anymore. But on the bright side, at least he gave me my lance back at that point.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And that's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end.
Right.
I don't want a king who believes might makes right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself. Well, maybe not so much. I do want to kick the hell out of a lot of things, but that's not quite the same.
Besides...
And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone anyway. Oh yeah, that's the other thing some people may have missed during the marathon. We formally announced that we are, in fact, actually the prince. And that is why we are contending for the throne. We have been in hiding after our believed death many years prior. So, yeah, I have this weird feeling that by the end of all this, the actual prince will be on the throne and I will probably be a corpse somewhere. Amazed the lance is a night weapon and not a summoner one, right? On the bright side, though, Hulkenberg's attacks are all almighty now. Turns out the King's magic is so flimsy, Megiddo spells to bypass it. Look, he basically cast Tetrakarn and Makarakarn on everyone. Almighty don't do shit. Yes, we're impersonating someone we're going to bring out of seclusion. Thing is, no one's seen him for years. Everyone thought he was dead. And racially, despite the prince not technically being Elda, he was confirmed as half-breed Elda, which is why he also has none of the Clamar horns. So, racially, we're also a good stand-in for it. Yes, it only affects standard weapon attacks. Our other stuff is all whatever its usual element is. Okay. Let's go.
That reminds me.
Nereus apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trad with the Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority. But maybe that's exactly what we need to make this work.
Okay then.
Well then, let's get a full night's rest so we're ready for tomorrow. Wonder how the King's magic work if you poison his food, right? Like,
time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Would it prevent him from eating it? Would it kill you before he eats it? Would it actually not do anything? We've definitely found there are some ways around it, like duel being most obvious. So we set off for the royal capital in decisive battle of our lives. I'm a little disappointed. I had just begun to grow accustomed to the cold. I cannot say the same. Regardless, we have done all we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes? Nereus sure seemed thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic. Oh, it takes us a day to get there from here. We'll have them city folks shaking in their boots. That's me, the runner, once a polished off breakfast. Worst case scenario, kills the cook and still ends up eating the poison food. Why is the cook in chains?
At last, only a day remains.
Oh good, I get to rest my voice for a bit. Story time.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it. Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
I don't think it can be. I think he actually has to kill us honorably.
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Del. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim.
A country of humans does sound terrible, doesn't it?
Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
Rafa, welcome. Thank you for that.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Rella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
Alright, off we go.
You would pursue peril.
Of course, it's set for the capital and the final confrontation with Luis. Is everyone prepared?
Great. Let's move out.
Good to hear. Let's go. Guess what are these ethereal chains around my bowl of soup?
The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the Gauntlet Runner takes to the sky.
Flight has
he
saved
does
so
not
much
return
time.
within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, and his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
He's here! Wow! It's really him!
Welcome back!
Your Highness!
And this time we get to fly in.
It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
See, everyone supports us now, except not enough people to displace the dude in first.
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
We can kill that guy, though.
Sounds like they're more excited about the spectacle than about the prince being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with a saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
I mean, I'm going to burn your churches down if I take the throne, but...
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have calmed, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
How many cast on my off time? Well, if you look by Scarf Cat, it actually says exactly how many shows are left.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis. You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him. They're not right in the head.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever getting better.
Yeah, 8 plus this, Sione, but there's also 3 virtual couches by then too, so 12 shows total before I am in my pre-production phase for next year's actual Season 1. Which I think I finally settled on a dystopian theme for. I have a bunch of things I want to play in that vein.
Then why hasn't Luis shown up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Probably going for another big, grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
I don't know, he's gotten us all here. I don't know if he'll actually show up for a duel at all.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Then he firebombs the audience. It's kind of more what I expect, right? I mean, he
Over
bombed
there.
the cathedral.
His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived.
Whoa, and Lady Juna as well.
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the rubber.
Let's head to the Hushed Honeybee Inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
I've shown him for my duel, and I have no competition yet.
All the customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
Aw, how have you been, Maria?
Have you been doing okay?
Everything was fine. Everyone kept talking about you a lot, so I didn't get so lonely.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
Aw, we miss her. I'm kind of sad we finished her social link, but it was well worth finishing. Good bonuses.
It's finally happening.
We've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp.
We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince, after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support.
Oh, here's an interesting play. They believe we're the prince. We fight Luis. Luis kills us. People still believe in the prince anyways. Actual prince wakes up, gets to take the throne. And Luis would never see it coming because as far as he knows, he killed us.
Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
Indeed. Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful, knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype, forged friendships, and taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
This feels like we're about to have a rank 7 moment with Gallica.
It's been an honor to serve.
Wow. Listen to you sounding like a proper hero. I suppose the prince thing is rubbing off on you. But it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think?
Kind of worried about the any number of combatants condition he said in the duel. Yeah, he just shows up with a bunch of humans. I mean, we know he's transported humans before.
I mean, you and he were best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
Are we leaning into a theory we've had?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me.
Interesting. We had a lot of theories related to this during the marathon. So something we kind of circled back on is the fact that, we're supposedly working for this, this organization and whatnot, but outside of our original orders to just find Grius, we've never received anything resembling orders since from anyone. We look at the prince through this mirror thing, but it's just a mirror thing. It's not in person. There's a whole lot of questions about whether or not that's actually real, right? That could be fake. We have supposedly killed the person behind the curse. I mean, they admitted to it, but there's some weirdness going on where we're not entirely sure if there's been some body swapping or other things going on. Like, we've been put in a position from the start where we've made a lot of assumptions about how we're the good guy and what we're doing because we were loosely told something early on that has never really been reinforced since. Which kind of makes me wonder, especially with her reaction there, have we been glamored? And I don't mean the visual style.
Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right?
Would you kindly be a prince?
Nice reference. Thank you for the bits, Bill. Yeah, right? The prince is not awake yet. The curse is broke. We no longer see the thorns on him when we look through our supposed, mirror to him. But, yeah, there's some weird things going on that I've been waiting to see where they go. I sense Gallica's strong determination and resolve.
It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
4 slots for mage is nice. But I need her final rank for the last
Right.
2 kinds of mage.
Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
It's been a while.
It feels like ages since I was last here.
So?
Best way to get prepared for tomorrow is by getting some rest. Yep, and there's not really anything we can do. I do want to take a quick double
now?
check, though. If I'm on commander, my current weakness is... Right, bludgeoning. Don't think I have anything for increased evasion. Yeah, increased evasion against strike. I'll actually go ahead and take that. We'll keep our Narcissus Brooch. We can't be charmed, and it's got 15 luck and 15 magic, which means currently we have 96 luck. And we're still sitting on 12 unspent skill points. Don't really know where I want to put them at this point. Luck's now kind of irrelevant, because if we keep spending into it, everything in excess of 99 is wasted. The king chooses, the prince goes missing. What did the king choose? Wait, hang on. This guy resist Pierce actually listed. Oh wait, no, it's not resist
Let's be
Pierce.
a
Never mind.
prince,
Okay, then we're
Lord.
good. Hulkenberg. Well, what's my opinion on Faker archetype? I quite like it because I like debuffing classes, and we were running it for a while, but by virtue of being a merchant and having high luck, I wound up with a lot of items to handle my debuffing instead. So, I haven't used Faker in a bit. The higher version of it, I think, though, has a skill or two worth stealing for other classes. But I don't think I'd put anyone directly on it. Alright, she has greatly increased evasion versus electric, increased light attack strength. Alright, she's good. Juna. Juna is weak to piercing, but she has several strengths now. We covered up one of her weaknesses using the candle snuffing fan, I think. Oh, nope, actually, I just added one. That's why she has so many now. She's got increased evasion against Pierce, though. Alright, and Basilio. I don't want the Phantasmal Doll on him, actually. 2 actions can have a bit of a negative effect with the way we're running things, so... Oh, do I raw stat him, or... something else? Straight up preventing physical status elements isn't bad. I can bump evasion versus an element, but he doesn't actually have any elements that are really a problem for him that we have the evasions for. So I think I'll give him the physical resistances then. No poison, no malady, no paralysis, hex burn, or frostbite, and some extra stats. Yeah, Yufa's magic is actually why she's not in the major team right now. She's only got 43 base magic versus Juna currently having 58 base magic. Hey, Archbuilder. Is this an Atlas game? Oh, yeah. This is an Atlas game packed full of references to other Atlas games. To say nothing of the fact that I'm looking at a Persona Master right now. Alright, I think everyone is set, and if I have to emergency pop over to anyone... She's probably got about the best she's gonna get right now. If I gotta switch to Heismei, yeah, Heismei's good.
It's Atlas' own bootleg of Shin Persona Tensei.
Thank you for the bits, Phil. Oh, bootleg of Shin Persona Tensei. Shut up. Yeah, this one was built on the P5 engine, which is interesting because Persona 3 Reload was not. That was actually built on Unreal. Lifelink, good to see you. Can smell their engine a mile away. Well, if the GUIs look like absolute porn, that's usually a good indication it's Atlas these days. You cannot change masks mid-battle, Dragon Apple. So you gotta live with what you got. But the mask system does mean that she can basically take spells from other classes in addition to having skill inheritance, so... Oh, actually, she's got a 4th slot now. Oh, what do I want? I've already got her with some backup healing. I should probably get a buff on her. I would like... preferably Matara Kaja. She doesn't have it. Okay, let's see. If I'm not going to run Matara Kaja for her... What level is her? Oh. Damn. Commander's at 1. Matara Kaja is a general thing. I'd need to get 20 levels of that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. Let's settle for making sure that she has... Let's see, I think yeah, I've got everything she needs for MP recovery. Okay, I'm actually going to give her 600.
All right.
Classic debuff option. That'll do for her 4th inheritance slot. She got a lot of skills now because of this. Alright, we rest.
Good night.
And we hope everything goes well.
At long last, my lord, our investigations have borne fruit. We know where the true prince lies. Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
That's not good, but it still strikes me as being a little out of character to have to actually go and kill the sleeping prince. Formerly sleeping prince.
Where was he hiding? Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village, erased from today's maps. That said, against all odds, it seems that this place is...
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gambit. The prince was born there, you know. An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
Fortin did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known.
I'm fairly certain I actually am the prince.
The prince's survival, his complete disappearance, this was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations.
Have we pissed on Fortin's grave yet? Sadly, I think we were run out of there before we had the opportunity to do it. You mean, how did Fortin actually find? I don't know how he found the Elder Village in the first place.
If you call yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
Same book we've been reading.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Ready to face the day?
Same as any other day. We're good. Good to guess how many casts do you think it'll take to finish this? I don't know. I don't know how long the game is. I can't really guess when I don't know where the end of the game is.
Same as any other day, I suppose.
No nerves, even. Huh. Nothing ever seems to faze you. It's quite admirable.
How to afford another king and an illegitimate heir? Well, I imagine his king was not necessarily the quietest about his youthful debauchery in the days, and as has been clear, everything we saw of Ford up to this point, dude has ears everywhere.
But you have to come back, no matter what, okay?
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Never thought we'd find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together, ready our supplies, and give him hell.
Yeah, if only it was the final showdown, but it's not. Of course you'll Marie. Only got 3 days left till we retire. Oh god. Luis awaits within the Grand Cathedral. I should go there. I can finally remember to check my damn poster. Make sure you have everything you'll need.
Just sublime.
We help anyone in trouble, endorsed by the Honeybee Inn.
What's this?
Did Maria and the others put this up for us?
It's
wow.
the third final showdown now, I think.
Really puts the wind in your sails, doesn't it? We may not be the favorites, but there are people who support us. We best take that to heart. Thank you for the bits, Bill. I mean, they have set this... Well, we've only had one previous showdown with them. One legitimate fight. We stabbed him a lot. We actually stabbed him a lot. And then dropped him through the opera roof. I guess the question is, do I really even need anything else at this point? We're pretty... Well, I could actually do with some appraisal.
Let's go.
I think I have one or two things to appraise.
Hello there.
Alright, Tainted Threads. What do we got? Or Helcom Coat. Wow, that for a white item, that is a shit ton of defense and evasion. Oh, yeah, okay. Damn. And accessories. Strength +9. Not bad.
What now?
Given all the evasion on that, I'm not... She gets Rakakaja from hers, but that has... Well, actually, same evasion, not that much more defense. I think the biggest bang for buck might be on Yufa or on Heisme. We'll do more evasion on Heisme, just in case we put him into the fight. Gotta give it to Luis. He took being stabbed through the chest and then dropped through an opera roof pretty well. He did. Sadly, it wasn't quite sufficient. Oh, got a few things to sell. Surprisingly little cash items to sell, given
now then,
all the fighting I did in that tower, but that's fine. That's not why I was in the tower. Oh, hello, they sell... Excuse me. They sell new gear. It's quite strong. It is very strong. Damn it. Alright. I think I might need to buy a bunch of things. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least we have a better weapon than that, but... Wait. Oh, that one comes with Auto Rakakaja instead of Auto Tarakaja. Increase the cost of strength and money skills again. Oh, that's good too. Prevent charm, but hers gives additional resistances, which I'll put a little bit more emphasis on. On the other hand, that's a huge increase for Basilio, so alright.
Ah, I
Glad
get
we
it.
stopped in here. They have much better gear than they used to have, so I'm just gonna go ahead and
What do you think?
wind people up Now I'm curious what the armor shop's selling. I do need this. I'll actually use it for Stroll ultimately, but he can have it for now.
Oh.
I'm gonna buy those just to have them for later. Damn. Normal attacks will not be almighty anymore, but that is so much attack that I'm going to take it anyways.
Indeed.
Normal attacks inflict hex. Interesting. Oh, and then very powerful mage spell, or staffs. Oh, there's some very nice things here. I'll come back to buy some of the rest of it later. I don't like having less than $1 million cash on me. The shot through the heart. No! We stabbed him through the chest and we kind of missed the heart. That's on us. Our accuracy was a little bit off. I see you there, Otter. Your sacrifice is appreciated. The chair welcomes you. That's a lot of endurance. Alright, 370 is quite a bit with a lot of endurance, but I'm pretty okay with what we've got. However... No, that's the real one. It's a lot of defense and more evasion, and I do like more evasion. Significant enough defense. I'm going to go ahead and get... so let's give one to Juna.
Good.
Damn it, I guess I'll actually give one to...
I get it.
Basilio. I'm not going to do one for Hulkenberg. Hers is better, and I'm a little torn on... It's a lot more defense for us, but ours is also covering up a weak point. So I might just leave that one alone for the moment. Surprised Reaper didn't get you immediately? Nope, I got you on that one.
Hey, listen!
Oh. I'm gonna steal your stuff from the back room. Alright, I better check their regular store now, too. Oh, I hope you're feeling better soon, Eric. And oh, and Otter got nailed again.
Then.
Well, there you go. 2-for-1 deal.
Let's head there right away.
And what is...
Okay, what? Oh, and Katharina got us a further discount here. You go, girl.
What if? Cherthuli roulette. 1/6 chance you might get nailed.
I don't know. I kind of think anytime you open your mouth in here when certain moderators are around, you're basically playing Cherthuli roulette anyways. Doesn't look like any change to the gear that they carry here, so... We'll grab a few expensive medicines, though. And... a couple of revivals. Alright, that'll do. And then we had so much money. We spent about 800,000. I see Rufus posters, but we kicked his ass out of the race.
Well, whoever's king next, hopefully he's strong.
Man, I'm really wondering what the hell's actually coming. Like, will we get our duel, or is it going to be something else?
Who'll take the crown now?
How strong will Luis be?
Neither like yes, no telling.
Say that.
Oh, you know what? I haven't checked the rock in a while. Give me my Magla. You can see my giant head on the rock here.
Isn't that... Let's see...
It's pretty much just him and me. 13,500 Magla for that. I'll take that.
Yep.
I'm chuffed.
Right. Ready?
It's time for a showdown against Luis. Are you ready? Always ready. Ooh, Batman time.
Well, bit of a tricky situation. Can't exactly say I'm the tournament's official crier anymore, things being what they are.
You are the unofficial official crier.
I mean, Sanctifex Forden and St. Rella are gone. Bluntly speaking, there is no tournament anymore. But like hell, if that's gonna stop me.
That's true. There's no church involvement anymore, and it was a church-run. The Crown Theocracy was running the tournament. There's no Crown Theocracy left to run shit.
As a lone citizen watching over the future of our country, you can look to me for the latest news on this upcoming fight.
I hope Atlan doesn't die too.
Woo! Live free, Crier! Fight the power! Very good. Let's begin, shall we? The Day of Judgment is here. The final fight between Luis, military paragon and one-man army, and the boy who claims to be the fallen prince. The entire continent's eyes are on this battle, folks, and only one of them's walking away. Let's see a show of true strength, worthy of our new king.
Your Highness, you can win! Give Luis the boot!
Count Luis! Kill that imposter!
It looks to me like Luis hasn't even bothered to show at the royal capital.
Well, there's no way he'd run away from this. Anytime now. Anytime.
Yes, the eyes of the continent and the big scary rock face.
Whoa, over there! It's Luis's gauntlet runner!
Okay, but is it gonna drop crap on us again? Is it gonna cannon us?
And so the leading candidate finally makes his appearance.
Is he just gonna jump off of it and land here? No, no.
Luis.
He's just there now.
The two titans of this race have finally come face to face. Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout. Our first candidate, Count Luis. Adopted son of a minor nobleman, he rose to fame on his incredible military merits, quelling domestic conflicts and almost becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne.
Yes, now he's only got one count over each side, since he didn't actually kill the prince, but he did kill the king.
Then we have the Elden candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince.
A military master versus Waffles.
Though his identity is uncertain, his strength is undeniable. Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress Juna among them. The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
I have to commend you. A lesser man would have run. This all began with the king's failures. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence bred the chaos that followed.
I gotta say, Luis does have kind of a magnificent line. His VA's killing it.
You, who claim to be the prince, what do you believe the people seek in their king?
Oh, an intelligent king will do more for you than powerful or bloodline will.
The intellect to resolve everything.
Many would dismiss the idea, but resorting to force is never the answer.
Can intellect alone protect the people? In the end, words are nothing against power.
Oh, I don't know. Intellect can overthrow those stronger than you. Same goes to the Japanese VA for Luis too. Nice.
Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Luis, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Honey, he would step on you.
Your Highness, show us your power!
Young candidate, have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
We have only one thing to say.
Oh, I guess Stroll's gonna handle our speeching.
Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak.
He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain.
Okay, well put. He can handle my speech then.
Hear this! Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals? Or are we a nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
He's the type of man who will kill anyone who gets in his way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing, a world without inequality. And I shall gladly offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal.
A world without inequality. It's also going to be a world without anyone in it, so... Strolla's protagonist all along. He does steal some of your lines and moments. But he's a good guy. I like him. He's been a good kind of first party member.
Those who do not, however, will be slain without mercy or regret. It could not be simpler.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I deny your world!
So, you think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
When he puts it that way, I almost kind of expect him to, like, start attacking the crowd. It's like, prove you can protect the weak. I'm gonna kill them all. What do we find out about him? Yeah, he,
Come then!
He targets
and
weaknesses.
act your part in this showdown.
Heaven or hell.
I have a new world to build.
Let's rock.
And you will die in its name.
Thank you for the bits, Smell. Heaven or hell, duel. Let's rock.
The time has come. We're finishing this, here and now. I call upon a royal soul.
All right, so I'm gonna go with first things first. Let's start. Well, let's see how he responds to buffs and debuffs. He might just wipe them away, so I might not really need to use them at all. If we can fuck with his accuracy at all, that'll be a huge help.
This might sting.
Okay, let's do this.
Berserker!
Get his
I will
charge
come
going.
forth, royal soul.
I don't think I want to do Formation of Vigor because I don't want to be that far
Maybe
forward.
not.
So
Let's go. Here.
I'll go ahead and do
I
a little
owe
bit
you
of armor
one.
buffing.
I'm
obliged. That helped.
Observe the enemy. Paladin! I will protect you.
That helped.
Round one goes to buffs. Let's see what we get out of it.
I will annihilate you! Come, accept my challenge.
My strength.
Is that all?
Okay, a few people are resistant to slash, fortunately,
Captain,
thanks to some of the
your
armor I'm
attacks have been
using.
weakened.
But he did, yeah. So coercion was a, looks like a double down on attack and defense. Fortunately, he did just the one person who matters the least.
This is just what I need.
Yeah, this does seem to be a lot like the previous one.
A bit much.
So,
Behold
that
this
being
power.
the case,
No need to worry.
I knew you'd help.
That
you
helped
know,
us
roughly
out.
what to expect for
Thank
probably
you.
the first half of the fight.
Stay insane in a fight? Let's split some bets.
Alright, I'm gonna start inflicting weak points
Let's do this.
to make use of them more in the next round.
Ah! Well done.
Facilio. That's
It's
what
okay.
they get
Of
when
course,
they
scoring a
miss you.
crit gives me half those turns back anyway, so I will take that, you son of a bitch. Didn't even have a weak point on him yet.
Ah! Hold on.
Don't fuck with Basilio. Okay, well, let's make Basilio even better for the next round. Let's go with... I gathered up a bunch of these.
This'll do.
Attack, defense, and
We
evasion all
settle
down.
this here.
Ooh, well, this is great. I got to her with half a
Let
turn
us
left,
fight
and
as one.
I wanted her to start to add a weak point as well, so let's create a weakness to light.
Get after it, love.
Oh, Mystic Purge!
Falkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness.
Okay,
I see. It would appear you have the metal to defend your claims.
Then I need not hold back either.
Oh boy, here we go.
Can you endure it? Come, accept my challenge.
What is this?
Sorry,
That's lightning.
Hulkenberg.
I strike to kill.
You need training.
Okay,
Captain, your
Voltaic,
attacks have been
lightning. He
weakened.
was going straight for Hulkenberg's weak points. Might be a little overpowered. I actually went and did build crafting between the marathon and this show. I hadn't done any the entire game. I decided I finally had enough stuff unlocked to warrant doing it. So yes, I'm going to fuck up his shit severely.
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for.
We're still not quite where I want to be for maximum build craft, but I need to finish a couple other social links to get to it. Well, let's delete a motherfucker.
Let's do this together.
Let's get him!
How's this?
Okay, everyone gets charge.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Trust me.
There is no escape from me.
Fortunately, he
Forget
kind of fucked
delete.
up Basilia's
He's
attack
gonna
power a
get
little bit, so this
formatted.
one hit as good as it could have. Forget delete, he's going to be formatted. Thank you for the bits, and oh yeah.
Follow my
And
lead.
now that he has a weak point to wanton destruction,
Let my power support you.
You're out of here.
Right in their weak spot.
we
Beat
only
him
use
down,
half our turns for
Basilio.
that.
Good. Very good. Yours is a worthy power, one untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks. However,
Did he just... Oh, I was waiting for Hulkenberg's turn to
Magnificent.
follow up.
you truly have become more powerful.
You denying me my fight, dude?
But I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe, aren't you?
The remnant of humankind. Well, we did say we found it. That's a phrase. It is exactly as he implies. We know from the things that occurred in Etria and the murals there that people and, well, the current races and the humans all came from the same original source. Well done, Lewis. So hard he countered with the cutscene. He did, and like I had Hulkenberg charged up, and he had a light weakness, and the Crusader Hammer was all ready to go, and no.
Humankind?
Because he's elder, you would call him a monster. You should know the truth by now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island. History, as told by the Sanctus Church, is a fiction. No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa! Don't humor him!
But if that war between gods truly did come to pass...
Gods? How droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods. They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race, now lost. Wielders of true magic. The modern age saw them called Elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you trying to say now?
Luis, you dog. Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer.
Hulkenberg, you've already got charge. Hit him with the Crusader's Hammer. He's ready to go.
You believe it false? What would I stand to gain from lies?
Elda are actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery. In truth, he is humankind. He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
I have to admit, as far as the hearts of the people kind of moment, this is not necessarily the worst angle to take to ruin my reputation.
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof. You, boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
I'm foundational. Uh-oh.
What's happening?
Hey! What is him?
Witness the truth! Good people, you would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is!
I'm a Titan.
He's a monster! It's a human! This can't be.
The truth of the humans is laid bare. They're no beasts, but another form of the Elder Tribe.
Oh fuck, I am a Titan.
Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne!
It's not true! It has to be one of the Count's illusions!
What illusion? That's no prince! It's a monster! It'll kill us all! Run!
What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, the aura of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not!
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
Yeah, we got really big. Hey, Venom, how's it going? To help anyone in need. Was it too idealistic? Was it too naive to win?
Afraid.
Louis called it trickery, and even my very body.
Be not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Who are you? What do you know about it?
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
What's that about?
The deepest truth?
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
My purpose. That's right, I took on a mission to save the prince.
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through. It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest, you are always there to help me through it.
Give you 3 numbers, 1 through 30. 7, 17, 23.
After all, you're mine.
I'm your persona? Am I your shadow? The true self?
Wake up! Wake up! Hey!
If any harm comes to Gallica, I will end this game.
Are you well?
Oh,
from
well.
another mother?
Thank you for the bit spill. I look around and all I see is so much pending XP. Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Phew. You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew not what to do.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
What did you miss, Luna? Apparently the Elda are also humans. And Louise did something to me, and I went pretty much full Titan. I don't think we have much support anymore.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me. Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this imposter and the true prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell! Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction!
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Attention now. This looks dire.
You're all XP.
How could you deceive us?
I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something! Monster!
We retreat to our gauntlet runner. We must find him safe haven to rest.
This is definitely bad for us.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now. I'm worried about the prince too.
I know. We'll head to my home, and the prince's refuge. The Elden Sanctum.
Oh, 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 oh no! Waffle supporters have begun drastically declining in number. Oh, from 2 to 513. Maybe a little strong for the battle with Luis. Like I said, we're almost fully build crafted at this point. I have been fucking around in the game up to this point. I decided to stop fucking around. Still triple digits. I know, despite being a giant monster, there are still people who like me more than others.
Count Luis has saved the country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it.
Except for the luck, we're still fucking around there. And I'm sitting on a bunch of points I haven't even spent, and I'm not going to spend them on luck at this point.
Who's worse, Louis or Seimei?
Oh, I mean, come on, Seimei. Thank you for the bits, but Seimei, by it. Albino Seimei is way worse. He's much more effective at taunting you consistently and constantly. It's much harder to beat the crap out of him.
Count Luis is our true savior!
Sounds like we've got our next king, then.
We might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis! What the hell did he do? Stay safe out there, boy.
Oh, even Batlin's on our side.
The flow of that evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic. What a terrifying force.
Oh crap, I hadn't even noticed that Denny was there. Also, I'm amazed that Denny's there and not wearing the rook head. Said Maria was hybrid, what is she a mix of? Ishkia, which is the wings, and Grius was rogue, as I recall.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
Don't worry, Batlin, we'll give you a great recovery. Oh no! Waffle supporters are continuing to decline.
Why?
How did this happen? Anyway, there's no time to waste. Let's set course for the ancient Elden Sanctum. Don't lose hope, Waffles. Wow.
It was more of a defeat than it was a departure. They board the gauntlet runner and rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses. What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
A hiding place for the Elder tribe. Wonders never cease.
Really flattened waffle support, made a pancake out of him. We've lost our wonderful syrup trap structure. Now we're just a goddamn pancake.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince.
No.
Look, Vegeta. It's a
Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too.
Lord Tyrion, thank you for 2 years and welcome back. Much appreciated. Good to see you. How you doing this evening? Better than we are, I hope.
Luis's final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand.
Pancakes are
bathed in
garbage food
mystical
for
serenity.
garbage people.
The name of this place
Like me.
is familiar
I like
only
pancakes.
to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Elden Sanctum.
Can you walk, lad?
I have to admit, I don't think going full Eren Titan was in my list of on my bingo card. That was just... I knew things were going to be weird, but... Giant waffles. Towering waffle stack was not in my list.
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the right here did him some good.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
He's an Angaroo.
Nice, thanks TTS for Engaroo. Thank you for the bits, Bill. Became Belgian waffles. Huh.
Hey, I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize. My mind just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
I mean, hey, it surprised me too, right?
I don't blame you. It certainly caught me by surprise.
And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
Shame I didn't use my newfound size to squash Luis.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
No. I checked a bunch of times in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
Imagine Titan Waffles just football punting Luis. God, I wish. What if Luis can turn anyone into humans? You gotta kind of wonder, right? Like, where they suddenly started coming from anyways.
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
I'm worried about the prince. His life is in our hands. He believes in a world where people can make their own future, just like you. He's the only one who can see that dream become reality. Is this somewhere I can save? Oh, good, I can save. Well, let's get cracking then.
Huh? This looks like...
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Who are you?
Are you alright?
That's swimming. What is this place?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes, the flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
I'm looking forward to getting to the bottom of that.
So
Oh!
here you are at last.
And so we recognize that terrible outfit. Swath of beautiful white flowers grown in clusters. Before I left home, I never knew what these flowers represented royalty. What are they doing within the ancient sanctum? So I assumed it was my memory that had been fucked with at one point, but what if it was Gallica's? Potentially both of us. Person with Scottish accent. Can't be too many of that. Wait, it's Barden!
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
It sounds like from what we know, he didn't.
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
What if you actually have been the prince all along? That's kind of what I was theorizing at one point. That like either a body swap sort of thing, or we're like an aspect of him. It's Morris has resurrected him. Was there enough to put back together? I mean, like the guy was fundamentally baby shit, right?
Luis claimed that the Elden people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
Ivy, you just need the Elden Ring to remember.
Thank you for the fifth spell.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcest? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there.
Oh, that adorable.
What? That...
Adorable little walk on our UG friend.
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I think you mean a slash. On the other hand, if something that wide was a stabbing, then that's a great sword, and that is a hell of a way to get backstabbed. Very Dark Souls.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. But now...
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
Greatsword backstabs are fun. Yes, they are. Look, you put that entire slab of steel through that man. I need to get to the
I don't
cave.
like this.
Miss Magla, I'm sensing. I'm worried about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. Looks like I can save anywhere in here, so I'm going to assume this shit is going to go sideways. We're going to get to fight Zorba. This time we have to make sure he's actually dead. Fairy. I think they'll feel a little alarmed if we all swarmed in on them as a big group like this. For now, let's leave them be and move on. Oh, so... just the two of us,
Why?
What now?
turns into a fight. I don't want to be stuck on a commander by myself. It's a fairly old Ujif man. Seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Huh? My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
Hmm? I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens, then...
Yes, this time he doesn't have a convenient high wall to fall off, and fall damage hasn't done a thing anyways. Well, the thing about fall damage is it has to be observed to have effect. If one does not observe the fall damage, it doesn't do anything.
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas, oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words.
Answer the question.
It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure, came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade.
Well...
We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
Well, we failed spectacularly.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Who was responsible for this?
Some weird Scottish guy in mesh.
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis. From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming, aren't you, love?
Yeah?
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
Oh, Gallica, I'm not a necromancer, but I have a feeling things are about to get interesting.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you? 'Tis just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
He's talking like he doesn't know us, which is interesting if we were supposedly from around here, and still feeds into other stuff we've talked about.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Got Rella's message? Yeah, it depends. I mean, she kind of contacted every Sanctus, so I have no idea if he is considered Sanctus himself or if he knew Sanctus, but she kind of contacted the whole freaking church. Just use a life bomb. No, the combat sequence is over. Can't do it outside of comp. Wait, he should wake up with 1 HP. Before I go to the prince, I think I'll help Russell lay this body to rest.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
That poor Hulkenberg. Been looking for years. Finally finds out he's alive. Finally breaks the curse. Dies before she gets to him. I don't know how to use a shovel, apparently. I'm very bad at it. Requires more strength.
I'm a little worried.
I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can. The prince is in the prayer room on the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves.
It's nearly time.
Hello, strange lady in my head. This voice.
Long have I waited.
Well, a handful of people are still alive.
You must hurry. The time has come. All was for this day. There is still time.
Oh. Chatty fairies. Gallica, is that really you? I was wondering where you'd gone up to. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? Only the fairies we've seen. The others? They're fine. Just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Gallica, we have to go gather petals from the flower patch in the forest. But,
sure.
Maybe later, okay? I'm still on the mission, so now really isn't the time to... You've changed, Gallica. You've started to talk like one of them. So weird.
What?
Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. What? Don't be mean to my Gallica. I will fucking squash you like a moth. The prince is just ahead. Are you ready, Waffles? Can I explain the story plot point, Anime Proud? Are you sure it's something I've already hit and not something we're coming up on? Because I'd hate to be spoiled on anything. But if it's definitely something we're past, I'm happy to try, if I can. It would happen during my 20-hour marathon. I might have been too fried to remember, but... Yes. Alright, what do you got? I will attempt. Take that one's wings for cooking. Spices. There's a shop here. I feel very weird bypassing him to... Oh, I was gonna go to the shop first.
This way.
Big plot train coming. Choo choo, time to get run over.
No.
Can you explain how Zorb was alive at Montara during the events? Yes and no-ish. So when he went over the side, we never actually saw a body. I don't know what condition he landed in, but he'd left instructions with the dead to basically remove him from the area if anything happened, which is why I think he was carried away. I'm guessing he was not in great condition after the landing either. But he was never actually confirmed dead. We sort of waited most of the game to see if he would show up again. That's the problem with throwing people off the end of something. If you don't see them hit the ground, are they really dead? Yeah, so apparently he had his skeletons and zombies carted him away. He definitely has some bizarre control over the body. He didn't resurrect Luis, for instance. He just regenerated flesh. He wasn't quite dead. I look forward to killing him for real.
Your Highness.
Hey, you're welcome.
Why?
You heard my Hulkenberg. You're going to die now.
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica, you've returned.
Milady Gruade. It's been a long time.
Yeah, we have all these memories of me being here, but I don't think the version, the we that we know, was ever here.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
Face looks very familiar, but don't know how. We have seen her in scenes before in the game earlier on, but she also reminds me of the Hermit Social Link from P3.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
Hey, Tokyo had great timing.
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet.
I don't know if you'd believe
I said
me,
hermit, I
but
meant hierophant.
I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes. Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man, he is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother?
Was I able to use Guru for Forden? No, he died before he ever spoke again.
The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. And it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... No, it can't be. And yet...
See, I feel like if I'd actually come from here, people would be less surprised when they see me, but...
Is something amiss, milady Gruade? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Yep.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come.
Sorry, Stroll. I think my world's about to break down.
Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now, remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light.
Man, Jan Hulkenberg was super cute.
Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
Young Hulkenberg was a beast. The ravenous beast of the nights. I look now to the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Luis, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince...
He lies dead before me.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
Yeah, I'm not really into that, so no.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
Oh, where's the option for I'm the motherfucking prince?
I'm just a traveler.
Could a mere traveler have borne witness to so many happenings beyond mortal understanding? To name but a few. Thy parents? Memories of thy youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
Yes, we had an Etrian Odyssey as well.
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin.
Oh my god, poor Gallica if she'd had to do this shit alone. Yes, I'm a homunculus.
All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own.
Waffles aren't real. God damn it, they better be real.
All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Thank you for the bits, Bill John metaphor.
Do you mean...
The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. But if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me, believed in me? And the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission, and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity
So
is...
I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
Oh no, is this an opportunity? Can I pull... Alright, I'm gonna have to split a save after this so I can keep one here just in case there's like a trophy for saying fuck this.
I am... the prince.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
I was expecting more of a scene.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey! What's going on?
What awaits us now?
There we go.
life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self.
Fantasy is
Thou
dead.
art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal.
The prince's OC, yep.
It all began with the novel in thy possession.
Of course the prince gave his OC heterochromia. No kidding.
Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was. The time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
I'm not sure, Dragon Apple, but I kind of suspect there might be. So I'll have to split my saves off just in case. Am I gonna have a new character model? It's not quite Super Saiyan because it's not quite blonde, but I am sort of tan to go with the white hair, so I think I just turned into a fetish. Yeah, that or I've aged incredibly.
What? What is this?
Super Saiyan Blue.
Fuck off. Thank you for the bits, but fuck off.
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge.
Poor Gallica. This whole time her head's been screwed with.
He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone, and thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Thank you for the bits, but let's not do more of that during the major story beats, please. I appreciate it, but I don't want it talking over it.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance. The boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose.
Poor Gallica, her entire mission co-opted to being babysitter to the prince's imaginary friend. Oh my lord.
A memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there?
I don't think the military hires fairies.
This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No. But I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled.
This is making me all the happier that every time they gave us those kind of story moments where it was like, who do you want to hang out with? We always picked Gallica.
As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom.
No, not really, but I gained a lot of luck.
It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved, and so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
And now poor Gallica has no purpose.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel lighter. I think I lost my headband.
I feel a bit lighter.
Has my voice changed?
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself, but I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
Yeah, we picked up a royal accent.
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself. A part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh.
The OC thing really just explains the riding around on a skate sword at all.
Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
Yes, could someone please give Hulkenberg a hug? I agree. We should do it. We're alive. We're the prince. She found us finally. Give the girl a goddamn hug already.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
Surprise! You found me.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
Twice, actually. But I won't hold it against you, because you've tanked for me on so many other occasions.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
Oh my god, grayscale version, that looks great, Reaper.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince? Please, please forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most.
Less bowing, more hugging.
And more Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize your highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
Wait, shit, I didn't know who I was. How could she be expected to know who I was? Ooh. Oh, come on. I mean, I want to be kind, but this could potentially lead to a really sweet line, and so I have to pick it.
Then I hereby pronounce your sentence.
Give the poor knight a break, will you? You've been by her side all this time. You of all people know how much she's gone through for you.
The sentence better be a hug.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
I feel vaguely cheated, yes. Hug her!
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Call me the Super Bomb. Good lord, no, don't change anything.
You can just keep, calling me Captain.
No, your highness! With all respect, I must object.
You're rhyming.
But this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
His most excellent, magnificence waffles the most holy. His magnificent syrupiness, buttered waffles.
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Yeah, but I like it.
Well, that is. I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
No, BB Guy can't say that I have. We're not blue waffles. You're right, we're not blueberry waffles.
Belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey.
Frosted waffles or waffles of cream? I don't know, that's danger zone with this community. Our eyes are blue like blueberries. Okay, we're still blueberry waffles. With whipped cream and blueberry waffles, I'll take it.
It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Bill. The chair is sated for now. Blue Eyes White Dragon Waffles. Given everything said about me basically being a dragon, I'll take it. Blue Eyes White Dragon Waffles, that's it. That's officially what we are now.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember, I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened. Right?
That's right. I happened. MC's default name is Will. Ha 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 ha. Now I'm curious what they used in other languages, because I know it's different in other languages, but did they find similar terms that functioned as names as well?
I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
Kinda do.
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
Does it make you want to rip your heart out of your chest, Stroll?
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
You've all been manipulated.
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Oh, good God, an idiot. How? Oh, my lord. I'm here. What did I miss? Oh. All the plot happened. Hi. The prince is dead. Also, I'm the prince. Also, I'm not dead. Also, now I'm Blue Eyes White Dragon Waffles. Also, I'm a human. Yeah, things happened.
M. Night Shyamalan twist, yes.
I give her the bits, Bill.
Chief Gruaday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder?
Oh yeah, we got bounced from rank 2 to rank 1025. After we turned into a giant titan and scared the entire population of Grand Trad. Grr. Arg. Hulkenberg still hasn't gotten a hug, only spoiler that matters. I know, god damn it, give that woman a hug.
We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
Which of the Awakening was the best for me? Honestly, they were all good. I wouldn't say I have a favorite. I'm mostly happy that none of them have disappointed me like Persona 5's Awakenings, where they decided not to have like any of the bloody mask stuff going on for any of the women. The women in this, more than happy to reach into their chest, rip those things out, blood and all. So, glad they were on equal footing with the men.
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
AKA, we're going to give you a moment to save. And examine my newfound white hairness. Luis is actually dead? Oh fuck no, we beat the crap out of him in the duel and then he screwed us. He's very much in first and we're a long way back. Oh hey, new menu! Remind me never to leave it on that too long or there'll be massive spoilers when it gets thumbnailed. Oh, actually, I gotta check.
What now?
Yeah, we should be different on a bunch of different menus. Nice! Goodbye, heterochromia. Also, if there's a dude here selling stuff, I mean, shit's gonna happen.
Now what am I to do?
And he sells good stuff, too. A little pricey at the moment, but good stuff. Let's go get ourselves in trouble. Did my luck just jump up 10 points? Unlikely.
What now?
Nope, same as it's always been. Apropos of nothing, did you play Void Stranger? Doesn't ring a bell. I don't think I know what that is. Where can I get one of those neat floaty platforms? I too want to be a couch potato and yet still go places. Prince Lucky died and came back. The luck stat finally pays off.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elder comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past.
And that's why we have white hair.
As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
Yeah, we gathered that much from the murals in the past.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on?
Everything. We'll always find something.
They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before.
Magic the Gathering led to war. Actually reminds me, we finally just got an English release of a manga that takes place in the late 90s, centered around old Magic the Gathering. It's actually very nostalgic for me. So I'll destroy all humans that can't be regenerated.
The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries.
Thank you, Sione. Yep, that is the name of it.
You understand now, yes. We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, that is to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
Dude, I freaking really enjoy what I've read of that manga so far because it's super nostalgic for me because that was the time period and the block releases that were happening when I was actually active in Magic the Gathering. Which also means I recognize like every single card they play.
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell.
Also, most of my early tournament play was mono black to boot, so I relate to the dude.
Rampant magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature.
Instantly enjoy all the FF7 references in there. Yep. It's, like I said, the whole thing is super nostalgic to me. I really, really like it. And I'm sad I don't have more available to read immediately, but I'll stick to buying them as they come out because I like to put my money where that stuff belongs.
Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Raving Pyro. Edda will always be the name of a blonde bitch in the church, the ripoff church in Black Lagoon to me. But she's awesome.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes.
So we're willing to give people cults, but nobody gets rocket launchers.
The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
Nice. Close our eyes, close our eye. Ha ha ha, fuck.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
Super Sona time?
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
Realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. Supersona? What? Those eyes looked so weird. Huh. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the
Let's
Prince.
do it.
If no one understands me right away, I accept that. I will still be meeting and showing them my convictions in the fight to come. Well, I've got a long way to go to recoup any ground after losing, 1,000 ranks.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Rank 8 Gallica, rank 8 Gallica.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger.
Also, what's she gonna do? Go back to being like the other fairies? The brief bit we talked to them, I got the impression that that's not an option.
There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
Oh yeah.
I'll be counting on you as always.
I think I've lost my royal accent again.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Oh, come on. I thought it was going to be a rank 8 Gallica moment.
Well,
Damn you.
we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Alright, so what the hell's the spell?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
So there you go. Power, magic, comes from suffering.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
If magic's fueled by anxiety, then I'm a fucking wizard? Exactly right. Congrats. You're a wizard, Pyro.
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic.
So does that mean the best weapons in the world to be powered by the equivalent of hamster wheel people with fear?
In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel.
Antidepressants are just magic suppressants. Oh, goddamn anxiety, Maho. Oh, man.
But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests. With the world embroiled in chaos, these outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
What does that mean for you with bipolar depression, idiot? Do you get dual classes, Wizard Knight? No, it means that 50% of the time your magic just won't fucking work.
What do you wish to know?
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious.
I wouldn't even say necessarily a convenient target to turn human. I mean, we were a very tactical target to turn human. We were his only contender. By making us human, he has destroyed our capacity to compete with him.
As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius.
Oh shit, alright, there we go. That's the name of his ship.
A family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
So he's gonna take his time.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge. Even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there?
Zorba?
Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
The malformed. The Fortin Shank was... Oh, yeah. Seems quite personal. Oh, man, you know the worst thing? Look at the time.
What now?
Ultimate power.
Okay. So, where is my...
Perfect timing.
We have the heroic module, but I don't know if it's actually a thing that is active right now. I suspected this is where it would end up, but... God damn it.
Oh, that's too much.
Bill, thank you for the 100 gifts of Nuke. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for that. Oh, it's up... No, you're right. It is up in the head. didn't even notice that. Alright, the prince. Oh god, the fact that I can see its eyes is freaky and weird. This complicates things, because I already had a plan in place. I don't know how this means he's gonna interact with, like, synthesis and the like. Could be a bit weird. I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, I think we just smashed headfirst into a cliffhanger. Let's take a look at what skills he's got here. Alright, heavy physical slash. I don't have any strength. Oh wow, that's just super heat riser for myself. That's fantastic. Heavy light magic. I don't have magic. Oh. Cover HP and MP each time a support attack lands in overworld combat. That's, well, that beats wizard. Add 4 turn icons. Resist all affinity damage other than almighty. Jesus. Extreme physical almighty damage to 1 enemy. Boosted against humans. A 4-person spell that deals 9,999 damage to everyone. Okay, he's got some interesting options here. But this is so absolutely the wrong everything for our character. Like, by far. Oh, everything requires royal archetypes. Okay, so royal is the archetype, and I guess that means everyone else's heroic embodiments are going to be classed as royal archetypes. This is going to so screw with all of my build crafting in a way that I really don't like. Ugh. Well. God, the fact that it has visible, like, blue eyes just looks so weird compared to everything else. Also, wow, we picked up some serious heals, huh? Well, I guess I'll steal 1 or 2 passives or something out of this, but I don't think I'm gonna run this. This is like the absolute wrong fucking class for us. No, to go to more we'd need his Phantom, and I suspect we're gonna wind up boss fighting before that. So, terrible as it is, we are at time, and that's where I'm gonna stop it. That's troubling.
Look, Vegeta, it's a subscriber.
Seongan, thank you for 75 months and welcome back. Yeah, stealing the resistol is definitely useful. I mean, just eliminating my weaknesses is great. But the rest of that is like a grab bag of shit that would be really good if we'd done my normal build, which is strength-based. But we didn't. We have 95 fucking luck. So this is kind of useless to me. It is. Wait, there's magic in here, a tiny bit. There's a little bit of magic in there, but really it's almost entirely physical. This is just so fucking bad for us. Oh no. Won't make any difference to us, AJ. We're shit for both. Well, actually, he's got surprisingly high magic on that. Oh no, it's because of items I'm wearing. It's still basically going to be garbage for us. But yeah, a little bit weird that they don't specify that anywhere. But unfortunately, we're all luck, so both the stats are garbage to us. So I don't think I'll be using that. But that's fine. I already had other things planned out, and I'll probably stick to them unless something happens in someone else's heroic embodiment that's just too perfect to give up. But I'm kind of done my build crafting, so I'm going to stick to what I had planned. I will just skip over that. Yeah, we are entirely a luck build. Magic and physical are worthless to us. Heismeistrel, Hulkenberg, Juna are all at 8. I'm just working on Basilio and Yufa, and really I'm mostly working on Basilio in that case. I don't plan to use Yufa's She's not part of my build crafted final team. But we'll have to dig into that stuff more tomorrow, because that's it for tonight. Sorry for the terrible cliffhanger to leave people on, but yeah, at least it gives us something to jump straight into tomorrow, and I can guarantee I'm not going to be doing any grinding between now and then. So I get to go rest for the rest of the night. So, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, we will pick this back up and we will continue, and we'll see, I'll see what the hell's coming next. I'm just looking forward to kicking the shit out of Zorba finally. Again, for real. Maybe throw him off something and observe the death this time, just in case. So, I do want to say a huge thank you to everyone for coming out. It is much, much appreciated. I do hope to see you all around again soon, and if you want to catch the VOD, the YouTube side will have the higher quality version of this, so check it out on that side instead. It's significantly higher bitrate than the Twitch side. So, have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow for more adventures in Blue Eyes White Dragon Waffles. This is Zero out.